Do you have TeamSpeak on your phone?
Who?
Canon?
Insufficient permissions.
Hey, Oni.
Yeah.
Can you move me to the chat? I can't move in any of the lobbies.
You were moved.
Might have switched a little bit too quickly. That's on me. Let's see. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing just Cannon. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's not responding in Discord, so maybe he's navigating towards TeamSpeak.
Possibly.
I know they added a new login nonsense feature. He's
Yeah,
got
it's
push to
weird.
talk, he won't be able to respond.
Gotcha. Okay. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin us soon. In the meantime, I'm just gonna move Spanky to the GM layer for now. Move you guys here.
We are still on the one-shot map.
Oh, whoops, that's on me. Sorry
But it's
about
on
that.
me to remind you.
User joined your channel.
Excellent.
Hello?
Okay,
Okay.
we got everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing one. There we go. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Tiersten. Okay, I forget. Any questions?
Am I about to blow up again? Is that why you
Yes.
brought that up?
If there were any
Yes.
questions, was for you to blow up.
Okay. Continue.
Prepare to die.
Let's start. When the paladin has to blow up again.
Okay.
Is this the
There you go.
corpse room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, the room you're currently in is the corpse room. Just wall-to-wall corpses. Okay. Win-Win has moved to the other side of the door. There's another stone door there, just like the whole rest of the ziggurat. Everything's basically stone doors with the same scripture written all over it. Win-Win went to the iron handle and yanked it open, and that's where we're at. Win-Win, you pull open. Okay, back into normal. Win-Win pulls open the stone door to reveal a small room with a small stone dais at the very inside of it. The stench of undeath continues to permeate through this room. The dais on the inside is emitting a pale red mist that lingers slightly overhead. It doesn't extrude far out from the dais. The rest of the room is nondescript otherwise. The small red mist doesn't extrude far from the dais. It sort of just hovers around it. This is as you look in, Win-Win.
What? Do I have any idea what this is?
You can make an Arcana check.
And hi Claire, welcome back. I missed you.
Gorak has his tent buddy back. Gilligan?
Gilligan
is-
that's his
Ignore
dude.
that. Sorry, I forgot to change. It's still the same wall.
No time to explain.
Just go.
For all intents and purposes, Tiersten, your character has been with the party the entire time.
Get in the car, we're going shopping.
Okay, this is an alternate universe which is exactly identical to a Grillian in every single way, shape, or form, except instead of
Except for
Spanky being there,
Claire's
you were
not a
with them the whole
flank.
time.
Except for Claire's not a flake.
So a billion times better.
Yes.
Sure, why not?
I would trade an unlimited number of Spankies for one Claire.
That's
Okay.
pretty accurate.
17 on the Arcana check. No, you look over the red mist. You're not familiar with it at all.
Does anyone know
I
what
should have.
this...
No, never mind. Sorry.
Does anyone know what this red mist is? I pointed out to the party.
Stand by.
I think I drank something like that once.
What?
Is it Arcana?
The demon potion?
Sure.
Oh. Are we taking the left or right?
Perception
I thought we
18,
were taking
Claire.
the right, correct?
That's perception passive. Okay.
Do you think it's safe to walk in, or am I gonna blow up? I mean, trap.
I'll
you
go
mean
in
trap?
first, cover the rear.
What a good friend.
So, are we just still doing perception traps?
Yeah. It's so
Oh,
for
we-
perception traps.
We stopped
Okay.
it.
Define what you're looking for. What are you looking at? The door?
Is the door open?
The door is open.
Then on the other side of the door, of to the sides, wires, anything that would be considered a trap.
You look at all the corners of the wall adjacent to the door. There doesn't seem to be anything there. No wires, nothing.
Okay.
This room appears completely empty, but for the stone dais at the very center of the room, with this small red mist hovering around it, approximately 5 feet.
Yeah, remember when Arda was giving XP for things did in encounters, and half of the encounters were traps, so
Yeah.
just had like 3 times the amount of XP as us? That
It was
great.
a good time.
Thanks, Arda.
We may still. I'm working on that. I've been trying to read lots of AD&D adventures and learn from how things used to work.
The
and
XP
trying to
there
suffer-
was strange. It was like it was almost like you're playing a PvP game with your friends. It was bad.
Yeah, but there's a lot that people like from there that they say isn't applicable to. No, I'm working. Just not now. Not
So,
now.
other traps.
I
Other
need to
traps.
get to sleep as soon as possible, but I also want us to get as far to at least a certain point.
Other traps.
No trap.
There's not.
Okay. Great Thanatos.
Yes.
You
Wait,
will walk again.
What did you say?
The Great Thanatos.
I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
The Great Thanatos.
What was that?
He's
So
just
guys, we
stuck
need
in
a
his
choir,
ego right
we
now.
need a-
Now
Choir,
that my ego has thoroughly been stroked, I enter the room.
Hold on, I had turned up my earbuds.
Alright,
what
Thanatos
did you say?
steps to. Thanatos steps into room as his black steel boot, as his black adamantine boot steps into the room. The red mist rises up and ever so slowly floats around your person.
Son of a bitch!
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Son of a bitch!
+5. You're fine. +5.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
I
that's
should
right,
have
I'm
got
proud
it.
of-
I should have
God,
gotten it.
that's- Oh, I was worried.
Paladin.
Y'all were about to be. Oh, that was bad.
It's okay. You have a paladin.
This is true. Can the paladin save you from me?
You don't need save.
You
got it
breathe
correct.
in against your will almost. You breathe in the mist and it starts to course through your body, and you begin to feel a vapor rise above your eyes, clouding your vision for a moment. And there's a female voice that starts to call out to you. But before it's even able to sort of gain a hold or you even interpret any of its words, the paladin's presence crashes down around you and forces the visage from your vision. You're fine, and you breathe out the mist.
than you.
However, the mist remains hazily around your body, almost as if waiting for you to make a move.
Is this all I have to worry about? Because then I walk in.
I'm gonna take Winwin's hand.
When you step in also?
Yeah, I can't be
No,
charged
Okay.
don't sip
magically.
it. Don't sip it. Just
I
take
can't
my
be
hand.
charged magically.
As not every type of mind control is a charm.
Oh,
As
fair
you
enough.
as you step in, the red mist billows around you as well, and also starts to invade you. Wisdom saving throw.
What's my wisdom saving throw modifier? Oh, casual plus fucking 10, sure.
Rolls nat 1.
Did he roll a nat 1? Did that really
No.
just happen?
Oh, 14.
He was close.
Oh.
The mist permeates your body. A voice, sultry yet dangerous, whispers in your mind. The goddess Talona beckons you forward. You feel yourself compelled to do your heart's desire, and you look around you as you find something with which to enact Lathander's might upon. The tiefling next to you begins to appear to you like an enemy. In fact, so fierce an enemy that you immediately strike out with all your might. I order you to make your strongest attack possible on Thanatos.
Oh, I
Good luck.
Hero!
with
Yes.
spells? With spells?
As
Yeah,
a
good luck.
bard of the College of Lore, you recognize effects of this spell as strong as you possibly can. You have full control over your judgment here.
No,
full
Arda.
control over your judgment here, which is why, as you're doing this, Hero, as you see this happening, as a bard of the College of Lore, a story springs to your mind that immediately makes you quake in fear as you recognize what this concoction is. The goddess Talona created something called the Chaos Curse, a curse which infects the heart and mind and soul of the people who drink it in, and forces them to do their heart's desire beyond any rational thought. Someone who likes food will become a glutton to the point of death. Someone who likes sex will fornicate until they have expired from exhaustion. And someone who likes reading will read until they die from lack of breath or lack of drink.
Man, you're in trouble, Arda.
For someone who for someone who is so possessed of Lathander's goodwill, striking out at undeath or unnatural things is so ingrained in them that they are forced to, beyond rational thought. This would similarly apply to everyone here. Your
So,
heart's
like,
desire would immediately become your one patient. Regardless, win-win.
so at a legitimate level, does that include casting a spell or no?
Yes, this includes casting spells.
As
Okay,
much
right now,
damage as you can.
You, as Win-Win, view this tiefling as an enemy, a fierce enemy who must be defeated as best you can. You know his weaknesses as well. Do your best to hurt Thanatos here.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the nature of the chaos.
So
I really wish someone would have asked me what the dais looked like. Sorry, I know I shouldn't be giving these, but I'm trying to explain why it's not cheating.
So
No,
Hero
no
could
one said it was
identify this
cheating.
in a heartbeat.
I use my channel divinity, vow of eternity. I get advantage on attack against one creature of my choosing. Sorry, Thanatos. And then bonus action I cast Staggering Smite. And now I'm going to roll to hit.
I would like to cast. I'm not here.
Mm-hmm. Is that the spell you're casting?
As a spell I cast.
Does a
I'm
21
casting, I'm
hit?
not here at negative second level.
Did he say 21?
Yeah?
That's hilarious.
No, thank you, sweet Jesus.
You roll with advantage. Is that advantage?
Oh, yeah, no, I have advantage for. Oh, thank you. There's a god.
Win-Win strides forward, his mightiest weapon at his hand, his mightiest power at his fingertips. But Thanatos steps in with the
Nope.
shield of Nope. Okay.
Yeah, nope.
Shield of Verpeth ready and bashes the blow back. The Chaos Curse continues to affect Win-Win. Saving throw. Wisdom.
Who?
Win-Win. At the end of your turn, you have to try and save on it.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, and you're probably happy to.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm at 13.
On your Wisdom save, no. You continue to be
Oh
possessed
my.
by the effects.
That's kind of depressing.
Very.
Thanatos stepped in. Win-Win, Claire.
So, I see this happening. Do
Mhm.
I see where the red mist is coming from?
Oh, the
Whatever.
dais. Oh,
The dais?
Yep. Little stand
I
in the
shoot
middle
the
of the room.
dais.
Hit it with heart. Yeah, I was gonna say hit it with heart, Seeker.
All right.
Yep.
Roll to hit. And okay, yep. Roll to hit.
18 plus, like, I don't even remember a lot. It's above
Is it
20.
3? I think he's got the only 3 weapon. I
No,
think the bow was a
2.
3. Is it 2?
Yep,
Okay.
it's 2.
That's gonna definitely penetrate the dais. Roll damage.
Okay, let's see. I don't even get my
You
thinking
had that
back.
right,
Oh,
had
that
that.
kind of sucks. Oh well, whatever. So 10 on that one, and then second attack.
Hold off on the second attack. Second attack's the next arrow, right?
Yes.
You might want to wait to see the first effects of the first attack.
Okay.
10 damage.
Yes.
A bolt of energy flies from Tulmaril the Heartseeker and crashes into the stone dais. The dais practically explodes with the force damage as the bolt discharges into it. However, something falls from the dais. A Thormaril, a metal sensor suspended by metal chains, falls to the ground and starts to spew the mist forward. It
I jump for
coughs
it.
up. One more time.
I jump for it.
As a reaction, I don't think can interact with items as a reaction. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We are gonna have to stick to the rules at least a little bit.
What was the
But more
the turn order?
importantly, the what's it called starts to. Well, I went with you first, then Win-Win, now Claire, then it's
Okay.
gonna be Kelnoa, then Kiro.
Okay.
Or Kiro, then Kelnoa, up to them. More importantly, the sensor crashes to the ground. A huge fount of the mist is spewed forth from it that extrudes past the open door. Kelnoa, Claire, and Kiro are all caught in the waft. I need all three of you to make wisdom saving throws.
I mean,
By the way, out of sheer curiosity here, has anyone read any Salvatore book? R.A. Salvatore books?
Nope.
Okay. Just curious.
Heard
Can
of them.
I-
You know,
No.
I thought there'd come a time where I had to fight the whole party, but I didn't think it would be them attacking me and not me attacking them. This is a... Alright then.
Hey,
this
yo,
being
Arn,
classified as
To
being
be fair,
charmed.
the
I-
effects are not going to be the same. I should have possibly given it up to Win-Win, but I kind of wanted to demonstrate how it worked, and I think I understand Win-Win enough to know how it would work on him. But you guys all tell me. Keep in mind, you do still have the paladins, although he's
+5. I
although
only
he's right now
see
viewing
Thanatos.
Thanatos as a enemy. He's not viewing the rest of you as enemies. At least not
So,
yet.
A 19.
Not yet.
It's entirely
So,
possible that you'll view
14
Kelnoa
plus
as an enemy.
5.
So since it was my turn,
Mm-hmm.
can I close the door as I see the mist coming? no?
You know what? Let's test your reaction time. Get an initiative check.
Oh,
Okay.
haven't had one of those.
Right. So do I just add
It's just hit the
my
steady
initiative,
roll.
or do
Yep.
is it just okay?
Add your
Just-
initiative modifier. This is
Um,
all
I'm
going to be about
within
your
range
reaction
of
time.
you,
This is just
Win-Win.
straight up react to it. Not even dodging out of the way. This is just fast enough to close the door.
16.
And oh, that's the wrong check. That's not. Sorry.
That's
Apologies.
list of.
Yo, Ruben.
Sorry.
Ruben.
What, Kevin?
Am I within range of your aura of plus?
We
Yeah,
gotta roll
everyone
again,
is.
Kirsten. I tied you.
Everyone is.
What'd you say?
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Give me 1 second.
Just so I know my roll.
23
in case
now?
It doesn't make.
Stone Humper? What?
Yeah, actually, look at that. This is quite amazing.
23.
So I never thought I would be trying to kill Thanatos.
I'm sorry, that was
Ever?
funny.
Yeah.
Honest?
Like, honestly, not even win with I would have to kill you at any point.
Weird.
That's.
You haven't done anything evil.
Oh.
Questionable, sure, but evil? Eh? I wanted to kill Sale's character more than Thanatos.
Thanatos
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Kelnoa
yeah.
plotted to...
Hey, Sale, how do you feel about?
I was gonna say. Thanatos and Kelnoa plotted to throw Sail into a volcano.
Oh.
Going by what you guys told me, I can't blame you.
And we got Kirsten in on it too.
Yep.
We had everything planned out, and then Arda was like, no, it's okay. I got this.
No, it's okay. I got this.
Proceeds to roll nat 1. I don't got this!
Oh, throw down.
Oh,
Team sales plastic
What
off
happened to Arda?
again.
He
he
said
went
he-
to go grab something or something.
He went
Oh.
to go grab solution to his problem, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, Woodward tried to kill Thanatos. If I hit Thanatos, I'm going. Oh.
How are you going to hit me?
I have advantage on
Just
hitting you for
don't
the
more
next
AC
worry,
than
minute.
you.
guys. The
And I
spellcast
have
is
shield
not
spell.
getting turned against you
Yeah,
right
but
now.
if
I
I
got a
did-
26.
If I get a crit,
Your healer's
I
not
ignore
being turned
criticals.
against you.
but I still hit you is the issue.
Hey, Camilla, can
So,
we get another
you get-
wind tunnel?
So you get 4d6 damage from staggering the smite, and then you have to roll to see if you get stunned or not. And then also 4d8 from divine smite I would have to use. Then an extra 2d8, 1d8 from the longsword, 1d8 from the approved divine smite.
But you're not going to hit me.
I really
You
hope
have
you're
to roll
not.
like what's your modifier?
13?
13?
Yeah.
You have to roll a 16 to hit me. I think.
I have advantage for the next minute, so 10 rounds.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Okay. I believe
Did
in
Arda
Thanatos.
say you have to
Cannon.
be in the mist or whatever, or does it just have to be on you?
I was breathing the mist. So I think the answer is yes.
The cannon.
Okay, sorry.
Cannon?
Hey Arda, did you say you have to be in the mist?
That is correct.
Okay. I got a 23.
23. Okay. Yeah, this time you beat it. Okay. The mist blows outwards, but Claire's quick thinking is fast enough that you're able to face. The mist starts to sort of leak around the edges of the door, but it doesn't seem to be enough to affect you, at least not right now. That being said, the door
Okay.
is now closed, shutting Win-Win and Thanatos in melee range of each other. With the mist swirling around again, Thanatos, you think you're gonna have to probably breathe it in.
I still get a plus 10.
Not anymore.
No?
Win-Win views you as an enemy now. His righteousness does not help you anymore.
I can hold my breath for a number of minutes equal to my constitution modifier, yeah?
I think so, but I'm not sure about in combat. I always forget about this.
I mean, in combat, I'm sure it still works as long as you're not being hit.
Yeah, it might be a
So-
concentration.
Can you explain to me? The mist is coming out of where?
There's this.
Dais? The
Okay, so
broken
there was
dais?
this. I'll just explain.
The thing.
No, so the dais was actually just a place that was holding this. Inside the dais, there's a metal. Do you know what a sensor looks like? With a C?
Yes.
So that's what
Oh,
was
C?
actually
No.
extruding the mist. For further explanation, just so this makes a little bit more sense, the sensor pushes the mist out very slowly. It's triggered when someone crosses the threshold of the room. There's a underground pressure thingy. It's triggered when someone steps into the room. There's a small amount of that it sort of pushes a small amount towards that entrance. It's very hard to make the Chaos Curse, which is the name of this potion. So you don't want to use a lot of it quickly. So whoever created it and put it here, put it in so it extrudes very slowly. However, when you broke the dais, you let out all of it at once. So now the entire of the Chaos Curse is not good, but now the sensor is spitting it all out right now, which is why it's starting to push out and it's even starting to seep in through the cracks in the door.
Got ya. So if I hold my breath and try and cover it, would that maybe split, or does it like?
You possibly can try and block the door to prevent it from coming into the corpse room that you guys are right now in. By the way, the Chaos Curse also has a telltale scent, which is why the inability to smell hindered you, especially Kiro. Sorry, but enough of me being so clever. Let's talk. You can try and do that, which will prevent the Chaos Curse from spreading into the room you guys are currently in. However, that's not going to change the fact that Oni and that Thanatos and Win-Win are still locked inside that room.
Breathing.
With the Chaos Curse now spreading out to full.
Combat.
I was gonna say,
Arda.
Well, one second, I'm still clear.
if I hold my breath and try and open the next door, Like, open the door, then go to the next door, open it, and let it out that way as well to disperse it, kind of. And
You
see
can
if,
certainly try to do that.
Have faith in your party members.
I do. I'm just
We
trying
won't
to
kill each
disperse
other,
it
I
so it's not
promise.
as long
Have faith in us.
as of a rounds. And also, does any of our mages have like an air spell to filter
Fine.
it out through the
I could
other door?
I could activate the wand of wonder again. Do it.
I could fix this if it
Or I
wasn't
could just
effective
send magic
right now.
missiles
So
until
I'll just sit here
like,
and tell you
the
my
chaos
spells
blood
out.
If someone can
activates
open
and I
the
just
door.
start.
Oh, go ahead. Finish, Cannon.
Okay. I'll just trust that those two will be able to handle it. So
Figure it out on their own,
I'm
right?
just gonna stuff it. Make
Okay.
sure nothing comes out.
All right, what are you gonna stuff it with?
Um, how does linen rope, is that soft? Like up with?
That would work. Do you have?
Okay, we'll stuff
Probably
it.
enough. Yeah, that should work fine. Claire reaches for her explorer's pack, holding her breath as best as she can. She reaches down with the linen rope and starts to stuff it in the cracks and crevices of the door. While not perfectly airtight, it seems to be doing the job of preventing the red mist from spreading any farther.
You have rope made of linen?
Yeah, we got like a whole lot of rope, something like that, from some place
You
or
have
whatever.
weird items.
Hero Kilnella, you guys are up
He's
next.
lo-
Your choice.
Who's
I
this?
am the champion of
jack
weird
of
items, and I
all
don't have
of them.
linen rope. That's weird.
Hero Kilnella, you guys.
I know what I want.
Yeah,
to
we
do.
know.
Cannon, go ahead first.
All right, so Kilnella, you want to let Hero go first?
Yeah, definitely. You keep talking. Go,
Okay.
go, my bardic friend.
Well, I don't think I can cast spells through the door, so I'm going to need to open the door and cast a spell magic on.
You are cutting in and out like Ofo.
Am I cutting in and out?
Yes.
Yeah, a bit.
Is it like microphone gain cutting in and out, or like network?
Yes. You are not. Your sensitivity is too high.
Okay, I will fix that. Alt tab.
You need to turn your gain up.
That better?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
So,
Oh yeah.
I'm going to have to open the door to cast. Can I do an Arcana check to see if the spell magic would stop the effect on Win-Win?
Not necessary. You've already heard of this curse. You know Dispel Magic won't.
Oh, okay.
You're fine. Just focus on yourselves.
Just let us.
You strongly
I got
suspect
this.
something else in your repertoire might help.
Counter charm?
Like a paladin.
Would counter charm work?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Save it.
I could decharm myself.
Yeah, but
Save counter charm for one of you.
it
Kelnoa's a
it
problem.
is a cantrip for me.
If Kelnoa turns on us, we're fucked.
Hello has fireball.
We will kill him.
Oni,
He has destruction.
But in the amount of time it would take us to kill him, he would eradicate us.
Oni.
Yes.
Counter charm for me is a cantrip.
So
He's saying he doesn't want you to open the door.
prepare an action.
Okay. I'm gonna ready action counter charm, and if the door opens, I'm gonna cast counter charm on Win-Win.
Okay.
I end my
I
turn.
believe you cast Counter Charm on any number of glowing creatures.
Yeah.
Right? I don't remember. Anyway,
I
Kelnoa, you
think
want to do anything?
it's a certain number per
I would like
level,
to.
like player level.
I would like to not be here. I would like to back away.
Go to the corner.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the corner.
Alright. Kelnoa,
I'm
sort of
going-
seeing what's going on here, realizes just how dangerous he could become under its influence, and makes sure to push himself as far from the door as possible, crawling behind a corpse barrier.
And I'm going to ready action. What did you just speak again?
Fort kick ass. Just kidding. You may not come near my pillow, Fort. It's made of corpses.
Hold on a second.
You're in a
let me-
room that has mounds of corpses, feet high.
Okay.
You crawl into the corner behind a mound of corpses.
Okay, that's fine. I would like to. ready action the Wand of Wonder if I get attacked.
Okay. Who knows what you'll roll?
Who knows?
Okay. Back on the inside, Oni. The air's around you.
How long can I hold my
can-
breath for?
So you can hold your breath for the number of minutes, but concentration. That's what we're gonna rule for now.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. Can I cast darkness without like inhaling? Can I only exhale?
You can Oh,
Actually,
you
darkness is
can't make
racial.
you can't do verbal spells while holding your breath.
Let me check.
If darkness is just somatic, which I think it might be, I think you're fine.
Darkness is racial. You might not need thematic component.
My books are in the other room. I have to move
I got my
rooms.
book.
Thanks.
Darkness. No
VM? Okay,
parents.
so then.
Tiefling.
No, I have to do the V. There's no way around it.
Yep. There is
Um,
verbal.
is it is there a dynamic flow of this stuff? Is it concentrating towards the bottom or the top?
It's at this, especially at this point now, it's completely impossible to find even a square inch of space where it isn't. The room you're in is flooded with stuff now. The sensors exploded open. All of this stuff is spread.
Okay. Bonus action shield bash.
Okay. On.
Try and knock Windman back.
Okay.
Is this a state?
Let's see here.
Is this
So I
state?
just used the magical modifier on this on the shield when I hit. Yeah.
Yes.
No, you don't get a save. It just hits you and you get pushed 5 feet. Oh, 10.
That's not going to be enough, I don't think.
No.
Can't burn that yet. Okay. I'm contented to wait.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
I remain immobile.
Okay. Is it my turn
Okay.
now?
It's your turn. At the end of your turn, you get another whiz. Right now, you're still under its effects. You see Thantos as an enemy because he's not Lethendarian, and you are the champion of Lathander right now. With all your righteous fury, you're going to strike this guy down.
How do you feel about a wisdom saving throw over there?
You're a
To be
cunt.
clear, he is not obligated to tell you his weaknesses.
Nobody
I'm
knows
your
them. He
enemy.
already knows them. Cunt.
Your enemy. Make a wisdom saving throw, DC of 18, or be frightened and have a movement speed of 0 for 1 minute.
Fuck you!
You are frightened, and I have advantage on you for the next 9 rounds.
Don't need to make a concentration check, just.
Now I'm going to roll to hit because everything is still on.
Wasn't Oni supposed to make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, yes, he was. Sorry. No, he's only when he did it. Right now, he's holding his breath.
Okay.
I still don't hit, so you're good.
Even with advantage?
You're with advantage. You're
You are
frightened.
rolling like crap.
You're frightened. Can't move in muscle, and I have advantage on you.
Still can't hit him.
Could be rolling like.
Still can't hit.
You're ending your turn?
Oh, extra attack.
After enemy is a
72.
bonus action?
Oh no, it's one action.
Oh, so you didn't even have that attack.
You can't even attack then.
Oh,
Unless
never
you have bonus
mind.
action attack.
I'm stupid. Whatever.
Is the target of your Abjur enemy able to save on it at any point?
He's creature of your choosing with a 60 feet must succeed on a DC wisdom saving throw. You can make one again at the end of his next turn. So the same thing for me.
What
Okay.
a coincidence. Make your save. There we go.
Actually, no.
No, oh, good.
That's some shit.
Sorry. I guess I could be transparent. DC 23.
26. Oh,
Yeah.
fucked.
You guys are a high level plus. If anyone knew anything about this, man, you know, one of my other players would be giggling from excitement because this is from a book. But regardless, moving right along. Oni, you are freaked the heck out. You're not going to be able to do anything this turn, but you also haven't been struck, so you don't need to breathe just yet.
Wait, it doesn't render me useless. I just can't move.
You
I
also
can't
can't
attack him.
You
target
can
him.
move. You just can't
No.
move willingly
His
closer
movement's
to the
0.
target.
His
Not in
movement is
this
0.
case. Of your enemy, in addition to fear, also renders the target's movement 0.
Okay.
I just can't. I can't move and I can't attack him. That doesn't mean I can't do nothing.
That's true.
No, you can attack him. You just have disadvantage.
With frightened?
Yep, I'm reading it right now.
Oh.
Fascinating.
I'll take disadvantage. How about that disadvantage?
Holy shit. He hits, alright.
Crazy beat
Alright.
load of dice.
But you're my enemy.
Loaded digital dice.
Shield spell?
Yep, that'll work.
25. You bet.
Thanatos swings forward with his sword, but a shield spell springs
No.
up around
No,
Win-Win,
no, no,
blocking
no, no, no.
him.
Bonus action shield bash.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that was. The modifier's a 10 on that. Because of the shield.
Okay.
My normal mod's 8. Yeah.
So I'm already against the wall.
Yeah,
How
regardless.
much more
his-
can you
no,
push
well,
me?
you still have your
5
AC
feet.
shoot up. And he has to beat your AC. Yeah.
And you lost a point of AC, so you're at 22, 22 plus 5. Yeah, I guess you still make it. Oh well.
It's a waste of the shield spell, but fine.
I mean, if you don't want to use it, you don't have to, I guess.
Your own action economy is yours. If you think it would be better for you to get pushed, it's
I'm
not going
just
to do
thinking-
damage to you.
Like, I mean,
and I
I
can't
force
move.
you to do this is very much on me. I force you to treat the chaos curse a certain way. Truth be told, the chaos curse is supposed to be up to the person to roleplay their character correctly. I decided that that was going to mean over here that you attack Thanatos. Truth told, whatever your character's weakness is or primary motivation, whatever it is, would completely consume him. That's really up to you. I apologize for ruining this encounter.
Yo,
Actually,
you're like entirely right. I would probably end up attacking the party.
possible. I mean, you probably
Probably
would
just
attack
spank you.
certain other members of the party.
Spank. I would have attacked Spank.
Claire and
if I
Hero
was-
don't believe have done anything to offend Lathander.
Correct. So.
So-
Spanky's
Actually, yes,
character-
I have accused your god of being
Yeah.
heretic.
So,
That's-
but
yeah.
I'm,
I
So-
I'm
don't
just
ever
glad
that
that you didn't turn around and look at me. I'm just.
And
that-
a horribly mutated tiefling probably is not going to appeal so much to a bully Justicar.
But on the list of shit.
Anyway,
it's Uncle
Shield spell,
Spanky's-
miss.
Yeah,
whiff.
Yeah.
The three of you guys on the other side of the door, I do apologize for the encounter ending up this way, but is there anything you guys are going to want to do while this thing plays out on the inside?
Nope.
Okay.
You know,
can I
Well,
go check the
I'm
locks?
gonna wait.
Oh, can I go check
One
the
time?
locks on the doors out in here? Wait, no, never mind. I had that ready action. Never mind.
You want me to?
Sure.
Let Claire do that.
Claire can do that. Let's. You can kind of do that out of combat, though. So right now, we'll assume that you guys are all sort of waiting to hear what's happening on the other side.
Darkness.
You're going to what?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast darkness.
You breathe out and cast the word dark and cast darkness with your somatic with your verbal component. As you do so, you have to open your mouth in order to take a breath, and the mist streams in. Wisdom saving throw, no bonuses, because Win-Win's not on your side right now. Okay. The chaos curse infects you completely.
We're fucked. This party is fucked. We're all
You are
fucked.
now completely beholden to the chaos curse, and you feel like it's permeated you not you feel like it has permeated you even more than a normal person breathing it in. You are unable to make a saving throw for the next 2 turns on this. It has permeated you so completely.
I must protect Win-Win!
You must what?
I must protect Win-Win!
All right. If that is what you believe your character's deep motivation and well,
Ideals. I must protect what's under me.
all right. It's entirely. This one is intended to be an RP based thing,
But,
so it's
yeah.
entirely up to you. I know
But
it's a
your
little bit different, but I
ideals-
wanted to try it.
But your ideals also state if anyone betrays the party, like when would attacking you.
If you slight me, you haven't
It's
slighted
his
me.
character.
I'm
Look, at the end of the day, it's his character. Those are meant to give you a idea of how you're going to run your character. At the end of the day, though, your character is your own. How you view the personality is your own. I'll restate just one last time. The way the chaos works is your desires now are completely consuming you. If you are someone who likes food, you become a glutton to the point of death. That kind of thing. So over here, if more than anything else you desire protecting someone, you will protect them to the point of insanity. Go for it.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck am I... Never mind. I'm trying to wiggle my way out of this.
Anyway,
but,
darkness.
That's us is fucked.
Darkness goes off. I believe both of you have dark vision.
I
Doesn't
had
matter,
magical
darkness is
darkness.
magical.
It's magical. It doesn't even matter.
Alright.
It's about to go away.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Win-win.
Well, shit. It's actually not about to go away because I don't have Dispel Magic prepared.
Get wrecked.
I swing in front of me.
All right. Swinging blindly in front of you, you strike where you think the tiefling might be,
How does that work? Because I get advantage.
and then
that's-
disadvantage
cancels
cancels out.
So
You
it
basically
cancels
end
out.
up with-
Okay.
Yep.
Shield spell.
Can I do anything else? Would I do anything else?
Attack again.
Oh yeah, extra attack. Yeah, hold on. Bonus actions, any bullshit I could pull out of my ass. Nope. I had much of
All right. Oni, no check against the death curse. That's definitely.
Oh, I
affecting
forgot to
you.
do my saving throw.
Oh yeah, you should check that. That.
Nope. Okay, continue. 16. Nope.
All right. Oni, you're up.
Yay! I can't do anything to help him. Can I?
I don't know.
I make myself prone. Can I do that?
I mean, you can go prone.
I go
That is
prone.
something you are allowed to do. Yeah, going prone just means you know what prone means. You're military. So that's
I go
prone.
prone. Yeah, just zero movement. So.
Lays down on the ground, just
Oh, it doesn't cost movement to go prone. It costs movement to get up, not to go prone.
Yeah,
you
go
can,
prone.
You can save against the fear.
True.
At the end of his turn.
The end of my turn. I end my
point.
turn.
All right. Check against the fear.
12.
No. DC 18.
All
Your
right.
turn.
My turn again. Okay.
And you're just at. There's no like
Um,
double advantage. Like you're just at regular.
Arda.
You have
Okay.
advantage from once you have. What's up?
I would like to change my ready action when it's my turn.
Oh, sure.
Me too.
Okay. So before we get back around to Winwood's next turn, we'll go around. Oni, you're use one prone and end of your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone in the room, everyone in the other room. What would you guys like to do?
Hearing the commotion going on
I'm
and
gonna
hearing that
Back.
okay. And
Mhm.
hearing that Thanatos is now speaking and probably breathed in the curse, I'm gonna change my reaction to both of them when they open up the door. If I can.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Tanoa?
as I'm huddled in my corpse pillow fort, I have the realization. Wait, what the? This, I like the Russian roulette, but not right now. So I'm gonna put away my wand of and do I have a good sense of what's going on in that room?
Not really. You guys can't see in, and even
there's
if
no
you could see in,
sound.
it's darkness.
Except for maybe the clatter of weapons upon shield.
Mm.
And it's dark in there now.
So truly hold, it's anyone's guess what's happening in there. Now, I'm not going to hold it against you if there's something you want to do that relies on a certain something, but
I would like to count the way we came.
okay. You look out into the room and you sort of see the ancient room with those pillars standing there, the staircase leading upwards, which is to the second floor, which is where you guys came from previously. Looking up, you see the pathway that led to that other trap room before, and south you see a door, as well as another door on the west side.
Where's my drift hoop?
Probably still in that room.
You still
back
too
in the
close?
anteroom. Good point. It's back in the anteroom.
Okay. Am I able to go grab it?
Yeah, sure.
Do I have enough movement?
Wait. Why would you have to enter the room? Be careful.
Actually, no, he's going into back that way. And it followed him a little bit. So you
okay.
actually don't, because the floor you're in right now is difficult terrain, with all the corpses piled everywhere.
No, well, I'll make my way towards there, but if I get to... If I don't have enough movement to get to it, by the time I get to the doorway, I'd like to hold the... Actually, can I dash action?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to run out, grab my drift globe, come back in. If you know, in the
You can't do that in the same turn, but you can do it in the next turn.
No, there's not enough movement to get back.
Nah.
Okay, well, it's not, I think I got the drift back.
Okay. Back inside the room, win-win.
I cast daylight.
Does daylight break magical darkness?
It's magical light.
I don't think it works like that.
Does it specify its magical light? Let me take a look. Light from a
No.
magical source is not magical light.
Oh, then
They're
no.
not the same thing. There was
Then no.
significant research into this. I do not
then-
believe it's going to break darkness.
Oh, never mind. I wouldn't do this.
Because otherwise
if I
the
knew.
light spell beats darkness, and that's just ridiculous.
If the spell area overlaps with an area of darkness created by a spell third level or lower, the spell that created the darkness is dispelled.
Hold on.
That's the very last line
Of what, daylight or darkness?
of daylight.
So it does break magical darkness.
I'm just going by the last line. So I want to say it.
Then yes. Daylight. Here we go. If any of the spells overlaps with area of darkness by a spell of third level or the spell that created the darkness is spelled, yes, then it works. Okay, you raise your arm and 60 feet of bright light spreads into the room. The light is so bright it actually shines underneath the door through the small cracks left by the linen rope. You guys all sort of see this white light that just streams through. That is an action. Lasts 1 hour. Third level.
And I'm casting daylight on my sword, by the way. Yeah, I just need to see where the hell he is.
All right. That
I
works.
was that shove, but he's already on the floor, so no.
Holy toast. Ruben's cutting out for me. Is it just me?
Yes.
That's
Nope.
Oh,
He's cutting out very much, so robot noise.
Yeah. Try relogging into TeamSpeak if you don't mind. Hopefully we'll fix the issue.
Wait, so daylight, yeah?
Yeah.
A little bit better. Is that all for your turn?
User disconnected from your channel.
Damn.
We're
He's
gonna
a little
assume
bit
yes.
better. He was going ba 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 ba.
Thaumaturgy!
Especially since he just made his check. Thaumaturgy, sure. What are you trying to do?
I opened the door!
Okay.
The other one.
Which door?
The door you so viciously closed and sealed with that. And I gotta check thaumaturgy. I don't
the
know
other
if
one.
we're gonna be able to slam it open with it.
Not that one, the other one.
The other door, the one, that
opposite.
one's locked. So that one's
Son of a
definitely
bitch.
not gonna happen.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Is it dissipating?
User joined your
No.
channel.
No, it is not.
It's a furable of bullshit. It's a furable of bullshit.
Hi.
Yeah, I cast it anyways and it fails.
Okay.
What's happening?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
On Thanos' turn, he tried to slam open the other door, but upon launching a thaumaturge, he found that the door was locked. On the other side of the room. Deus in the room, the door on the other side, that door is locked, and he thaumaturgy it did not slam open.
Does the thingy affected me make me feel compelled to protect the magical thing around me?
Meaning, does the Chaos Curse compel you to protect the Chaos Curse?
Yeah.
No, it does not. It is very specific in how it
Loopholes.
works. It just makes you do
Loopholes.
your heart's desire.
Loopholes.
That's fully
I'm
up
about
to you
to burn
guys.
a hell of a spell with loopholes.
Oh my gosh, you're really robot-y for me. Not good. Hold on. It's pretty bad, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you're not. Depends.
All right, let's just hope that more often than not you're not bad. Okay, Santos, that's it for your turn.
Yes.
Saving
Okay.
throw.
Make saving throw. This is the second turn, so it's not on the curse. Saving throw on the fear.
9.
No, still feared. Anyone on the other side of the door doing anything? I know Kelno is going back to his hidey hole.
I'm going back to the pill.
I say, hey, if you need any help in there, just holler.
All right.
Wait, hold. So I'm
not allowed.
coming back with the drift hub, right?
Yes.
Is there another door that we haven't been through? In the
Yeah,
empty room?
original antechamber, there are 2 doors you have not been through.
What do they look like?
3 doors you haven't been through, sorry. Stone doors.
Any further details?
Not right now. If you want, you can go over and investigate, although I prefer you wait until after this encounter is dealt with.
I mean, I'm able to, like... I'd still like to go back to my hidey hole, but can I make, like, a perception check? See if I see anything
sure.
more?
As you're walking by, you look to investigate them. Not. Roll it.
Like, I just want to... Because I don't quite know what's going on. I'm just going to look at stuff. That's what I would be doing.
Okay.
Am I under the effect of a spell?
17.
Yes. 17 stone doors, all with iron handles on them. Any of them could be locked.
Okay, so like for either of them, it looks like they could be locked by the hand.
Yes, any of the 3 of them could be locked by the handle. Correct.
All right,
And there's a little keyhole there.
that's fine. All right, I go back to my pillow fort.
Okay. Back inside the room, Win-Win.
I cast Pleasant Touch on myself.
Okay, what does that do?
And a spell on yourself or a willing creature.
Okay. Now, I'm really not trying to get in the way here, but might I ask why?
Is it this a spell?
It is.
I'm currently under the effects of a spell.
You are, but the spell doesn't. It makes you want to do your heart's desire. I'm arguing with your RP choice here, basically.
Smart man.
I mean, look, if you commit and say no, my character is so committed to being clean at all time, that as soon as he knows he's under the effects of a spell, regardless of whether that's his desire or not, he's still going to do it, then that's
Oh wait,
your
I know
prerogative.
about the effect of the spell?
Well, I mean, not really. It doesn't. You don't know you're doing anything different than you would normally do, truth be told. If someone were to ask you right now if you are thinking clearly, you would answer yes.
I was about to say, wait, I knew about the effects of the spell. I would have done this turn one.
You do not. Being said, you know there's red mist around you, so it's possible you could surmise it. Look, I'm not coming at this with an agenda one way or another. It's totally up to you. I'm just saying try and RP it as best you can. Maybe I should have done a less RP based encounter based
I just don't want to
guys.
hurt Fine and rolling to hit.
You don't want to hurt him right now. You do want to hurt him though.
As not as Win-Win. As Win-Win wants to hurt him. You know, as a
32?
player.
I think that's gonna hit. Oni?
Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, what is this? Let me do the math. 4d6 from Staggering Smite. Only roll a DC 16 to see if you're stunned.
What's the save?
Let me read Staggering Smite. Let me read Staggering Smite. Wisdom. Your favorite. You pass.
Hey!
Finally. You still take the 4d6 damage though. And I
Check
would
against
use...
the Chaos Curse.
Hold on. I rolled low as fuck with 32 damage.
Alright.
Win-Win slams his sword down. A burst of light from the already shining sword as it pierces through Thanatos' adamantine armor, searing his flesh.
Do I hear the searing of flesh by any chance?
What's the name of the spell?
Staggering Smite.
Let me take a look. I'll tell you in a second.
Cheers, you're the best.
Listen.
You're the best.
Well, because if I hear that they're like killing each other, then I might do something.
Understood. Let me take a look.
I
Open the
hear
door.
the sound of fearing flesh.
Someone.
No, I'm not
open
opening the door.
Open the door.
I'm not opening the door. Be quiet.
No, it's actually psychic damage, so no.
No, I don't hear it. I don't
No,
hear
it's psychic damage. This is mental.
Oh,
Win-Win
you
at the end
scream
of
out
your turn?
and bloody murder. Ouch.
Ow. Help, I've
Unlikely
fallen
as
and
he's
can't get up.
willingly trying to take it, it
Yes.
seems.
Oh. Oh well, I forgot as a player.
Oni,
so...
feel free to stand in here and correct me on that.
What happened?
Uh,
I was laying unconscious on the floor. What happened?
well,
You're lying unconscious on the floor?
No. But I
Oh.
figured there wasn't much I'd be able to do in this situation. I was about to start giving up hope. What happened?
bonus action,
I
Hunter's
was-
Mark.
Saying
No.
that
Okay.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, Ultimate
Okay.
Vengeance,
Hunter's
baby.
Mark, Oath of Vengeance.
Oath of
yeah.
Vengeance.
Wow. Okay.
I was saying,
you-
are you saying anything in there? Saying like he's attacking me or
Wait, what was the question
Like-
directed at me?
That's the question directed at you.
Yes, bonus action Hunter's Mark?
No. Kirsten's.
Oh. Can I hear anything? Can you hear anything going on in here?
yes?
Are
what
you
am I
making
hearing?
it known you're
Are
being
you
attacked?
doing anything?
Or are you yelling? Or
No.
something?
No, I'm not yelling. I'm trying
Okay.
to. Well, I might be yelling now. I don't have to hold my breath.
How's this
Please,
32 damage
please don't
feel?
cut yourself, Woodman. No, I'm not going to say. I don't have a reason to say anything. There's no reason to tell Winwin that he's not allowed to hurt himself.
So this is how the party ends.
I don't think you can kill me down here.
Not that
You're-
it's totally crazy. Under the influence of the Chaos Curse, the priests of Ilmater, who believe there's a finite amount of pain in the world, so they will often lash themselves. Granted, it's more ceremonial than anything else. But under the influence of the Chaos Curse, all the priests of Ilmater committed suicide.
Oh, so I'm
So,
killing myself after
It's
this.
not
Great.
completely beyond the realm of possibility that you would willingly accept death. That still would actually fall under Chaos Curse possibilities.
The
I suppose
Rebel
that's,
of
that's
Doom.
probably pretty accurate. Yeah,
It's
I
like
had
the
my turn.
Rebel of Doom.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not making any noise.
Is Win-Win saying anything then? Are you saying anything, Win-Win? Like, I'm
No.
going to kill you very loud
No.
or something like that? No?
No.
All
I
right.
despise you.
If going by my last rampage and murder, I was completely silenced until I killed the Dryad.
Good point.
Okay. Never mind then.
Check against the Chaos Curse.
Oh yeah, me.
Mm-hmm.
Please make it.
Rebel of Doom.
I beg of
I
you.
just like saying the Rebel
Nope.
of Doom. The
Alright.
Rebel of Doom.
This really isn't my place, but there's literally one member of your party who is insanely good against this type of.
I'm waiting for someone
Enchantment.
to open the door for me so I can cast.
I would counter spell it. Is my issue.
You can't.
Why?
It's not a spell.
I thought you said it was a cantrip.
He can use it as if it's a cantrip because he doesn't have. It's an at-will thing for him.
Oh.
You have yet to tell me to open the door.
I've yet to let you open the door. I said you closed it, right?
Not
Leave it.
you, Oni.
I'm not talking to you.
Don't worry,
Oni.
don't worry, don't worry. We'll resolve this when it's our turn. Okay.
This is kind of what I'm going to talk about, though. You guys are a party. Every one of you has your strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes you don't need to do everything yourself. Talk. Ask, hey, is anyone here a bard with counter charm? Literally advantage on wisdom saving throws in this situation? Never mind.
I had
really not my
asked you to
place. I
open up the
apologize.
door though, Tierston.
Does it? So
I
it's only
did
advantage on wisdom
not
saves.
hear you.
It's not.
No,
it
it's
doesn't get rid of
advantage
them?
on mind-altering influences.
So you did ask me to
Only
open the
Yes,
door.
I did ask you to open the door.
Yeah, it's not a definite.
Oh, okay, then I ask why. Do you explain? Keep this quick.
I'm going to cast counter charm on them. If someone opens the door.
You don't need to see them.
Oh, I don't need to see them. I
Yeah.
read it and it didn't say anything like that. So
It didn't say you do need to see them. In fact, it specifies you don't need to see them. It says the creature must be able to hear you to gain this benefit.
okay.
Can I hear?
Alright.
This is why you need to know your spells.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I read it
And
and
in this case,
I
ability.
just misinterpreted it.
So, moving on to the outside, as I'm sure that Anatos, so willing to sacrifice anything for his friend here, is going to be more than happy to accept more blows on his person.
I'm not gonna intentionally
I'm going to
take them,
cast
but I'm
counter
not going
charm
to.
on people in that room.
There we go. Okay, it's still Oni's turn first, so we gotta
Okay.
do that first. What are you gonna do on your turn, Oni?
Make the save.
Except death
Yeah, I guess I can make a save now. I think
You
that's
can.
probably all I'm going to
for
do.
fighting
Makes
and the
both
curse
saves.
now.
Double save.
First on Frightened, then on Chaos. 16 on Frightened, and on
10
Chaos.
on
Good.
chaos.
Nope.
Is 16 on Frightened enough? No,
Oh,
he's
no.
18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fails both. Moving right along, we go to the outside where Kiro suddenly doys. Kiro?
I'm going to cast counter charm on the people inside that room.
Hero pulls out his lute and casts. Truth be told, you're not actually casting counter charm on them. You're casting counter charm, or more accurately, you're playing a counter charm. Musical notes extrude from his lute, filling up the rooms within 8 feet of him. Anyone within those rooms who's hearing those notes and is friendly to Kiro, or he views as friendly to him, is immediately impacted by the notes, and, well, not immediately actually, but has advantage on any saving throws against Frightened or Charmed, or in this case, the Chaos Curse.
Frightened or charmed?
Frightened or Charmed, or in this, the Chaos Curse. It's a mind-altering influence similar to those two. Granted, I'm stretching things a little bit here, but there's a good reason for it.
I was about to say, I'm immune to being charmed and frightened.
Yes, so it's neither of those. Chaos Curse is beyond those, but Counter Charm works on a similar level. It's just
It
working through here.
disrupts mind influencing effects.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, Kelnoa and Claire, do either of you want to do something? Oh, these
Nope.
musical notes are going off.
Do
I don't know, there's something I can do. I can go start checking other rooms, but that's stupid.
Moving back on into the room.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are these musical notes trying to alter my current point of view in any way?
No.
Okay. I'm not gonna kill you yet.
The musical notes have no intent or own, and if you mean that when you hear them is your current point of view altered, no, it just aids you in your own resistance to things.
Okay,
When you're
sweet.
trying to fight, it bolsters the fight. And since you underneath all are trying to fight, as every creature is, go for it.
Okay. Sorry, Thanatos. I love you. 18? No?
Now.
Does Hunter's Mark give you advantage on him? I really use this
You have advantage anyway because he's prone.
Oh, yeah.
And
so.
there's no more darkness stopping your advantage.
You had
Hunter's
advantage,
Mark.
yeah. I was gonna say, you have advantage.
Alright, still no
Hunter's
hit.
Mark makes
25.
on twice, the
6 of extra
adamantine armor
damage when you
proves
hit
2
people with
tough for
weapon
you.
attacks. By the way.
25
Wisdom saving
isn't
throw with advantage.
25 isn't a hit. Okay.
Shield spell.
There you go.
Wait, 25? Rolled 1d20, 1d20.
Yeah.
Got an 18 and a 16.
No, I have advantage.
Okay.
First two with the first attack, and then the next two with the second attack.
Oh, I see. I forgot you got multiple attacks. That's
I
on
think
me.
at this level we all do.
I don't think Kelmel has
for
any
me.
extra attacks.
I don't have multiple attacks, so I can do more than one thing.
I can give myself multiple attacks.
So I have advantage on this save.
Yes! You hit with the 25 though, don't you?
Nope.
Still no? Your shield
Nope.
spelling?
Yep.
Or 25 wouldn't hit anyway.
Shield spell.
Okay.
So
Alright!
Yeah,
Finally,
finally.
Winwin's own internal strength finally breaks through and the Chaos Curse breaks on you. You sort of wake as if from a stoop, and your mind is your own again. You sort of are able to look briefly around the room, realizing what you've done, what's been going on, and you quickly close your mouth and hold your breath.
Oh, sweet.
Thanatos,
Yes.
The
you're up.
spell no longer affects him.
Which spell?
Channel Divinity says it has to be an enemy.
Meaning the abjure enemy no longer. He's no longer frightened.
Yeah, I'm just saying, by the spell's definition, it says it has to be an enemy. And since I'm no longer charmed, I don't
Fine
see
by
him
me.
as an enemy.
All right, you are no longer feared of Winwin.
All
Are you
right.
doing anything?
You have advantage and a +5 now to wisdom.
Guess I'm probably just gonna stand up and brush myself off.
All right.
Open the door.
Well,
Well,
he
open the
still
door, yeah.
he's still under the effects of the chaos right now. I don't know what that's going to do for him. That's due to him. That's up to him.
Trying to save win-win, I guess. So, okay.
I'm going to inspect the door, make sure it's not leaking.
All right. You look over the door as best you can, and you estimate that it's probably sealed pretty well, not leaking.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Winwin and pat him on the shoulder.
All right.
I look at him confusedly. Very confusedly.
Okay.
And my turn.
All right. Save against the chaos curse. Advantage because of the.
You have a
counter
+5 now, too.
And +5.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
21.
Oh,
Still
God.
not enough.
Oh,
Chaos curse
dear
is still
God.
affecting you, although how that is affecting you is, of course, fully up to you.
Dear Christ almighty.
What did you
All right.
roll, Oni?
Your guys' choice how you want this to proceed now. It seems that Thanatos' being influenced by the Chaos Curse basically doesn't affect him. He's not hurting anyone or doing anything unusual. So, how do you guys want to proceed here?
Unusual? Hold on.
He pat you on the shoulder. Besides that,
I was...
You guys should try and open up that other door if you can.
I don't let them in the room.
okay. So, what do you do?
I barred the room,
Okay.
and I say to the other side of the door,
If
What
you're
kind
going
of-
to say anything, you're taking a breath.
fuck. I can't let them in, though. They could be affected by that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanatos?
Can I tell you he's holding his breath?
Sure. It's pretty obvious.
Okay. I'm gonna try and make him breathe.
Okay.
Wait, do I know the red mist is bad?
Oh wait, what am I doing? I use Pleasant Touch on Thanatos.
Does it require a verbal component?
I'm just gonna be.
Sorry, guys. I gotta play this fair.
Pleasant
Cleansing
Touch.
touch.
No spell on. Oh wait, no, that's my notes. I need to go on there. I need to go to the actual book. I have to touch the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Just says I have to touch him.
Okay. Win reaches out, cleansing touches Thanatos. Thanatos, the Chaos Curse is not affecting you right now. You quickly realize this and manage to hold your breath. Both of you are going to be able to hold your breath for your Constitution modifiers, which is many minutes. So you have many turns to do what you want. During this time, of course, the sounds inside the room stop. So those of you on the outside know that the fighting has stopped happening.
Okay, I'm gonna tap on the floor with my shield.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tap a couple times, and then I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna tap a couple times, and then I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna go check out the other door.
Morse code?
I don't know Morse code. You don't know Morse code.
So you're just gonna tap a couple times and then tap a couple more times?
Yeah, and not against the door, just on the just like away from the door.
Okay. You guys hear some tapping from inside. I can't give you more information than that because I don't know more information than that. Alright, on the other side is a door that is yours. It's another stone door, iron handle, locked.
There's a handle?
Mm-hmm.
Is the lock recessed in the handle, like it's in the handle, or is there like a lock and a handle?
Underneath it.
Underneath it?
is a keyhole.
Is this? Okay, I'm slightly confused by the mist. So is the mist a potion or a magic?
It's magic.
How's the
It's a magical potion.
And the
So-
frame on the door?
I mean, it's a stone door set the stone wall.
So the lock is like a crossbolt?
Yep.
I'm going to point at the lock, and then I'm going to point at Winwin's sword.
Does Winwood know if the spell magic would work on this?
He
Going to
does
point-
not. Hero knows it won't, but Winwin doesn't.
I'm going to make
Um,
stabbing gestures at the lock with my sword.
Oh, I stab.
Okay. No check necessary. You stab. Oh, actually, that's not true. Check is necessary. Sorry.
Stealth check.
Just attack roll.
$26.
Yep, that'll do it. Damage is gonna be enough anyway. Okay, you stab at the door, getting right between the door handle and the door itself. You slice the bar that's holding it bound closed.
Oh, I feel like this is important now, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, we're killing Gorok. Oh wait, no, I'll say that in character later.
Okay.
I nudge the door open with my foot.
Okay. The door opens onto a much larger room than the one you were in.
Out of the frying pan.
Inside, there appear to be a number of gummy bears scattered around the room. Are bears made of gummy.
Oh my.
I am a gummy bear. Gummy, yummy bear.
Oh whoa.
Oh no.
I don't know how I feel anymore.
Kirsten,
Yes, sir.
Kirsten, can you send me a picture?
Sure thing.
I need to understand what Arda means by gummy bear.
Like actual gummy bears, like
Actual gummy bears. Small candies that are in the shape of bears, but are gummies. Scattered around the room.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Shit! I'm stupid.
Why are you stupid?
Oh, of purity, everybody. You're all immune to being charmed by any effect. for 10 minutes. Get the fuck in here.
Alright, that'll work.
Get the fuck in here.
I look at the doorway and I cast Thaumaturgy and blow it open.
Alright. The linen cloth is cast aside as the door is blown open. You guys look in and you see Win-Win radiant, exuding an aura that you know is protecting you from the influence of this strange red mist.
No, your character.
I couldn't cast it until now.
Oh.
Um. So I
It's
gather
time.
my rope.
You guys gather your stuff up, whatever you want behind, move in, and head into the gummy bear room.
I don't want to.
Gather around our gummy bears on the ground.
Can I
Okay.
inspect them?
You may inspect them.
Can we close the
You
store
may
now?
make a perception check,
Like, shut this door.
medicine check.
Yeah, we shut the door.
25 on
Alright.
perception.
Door shuts behind you. You hear a squelch as the door closes, and it seems like it's shut airtight.
Oh, thank you fucking Christ.
All right.
Okay.
So perception check, you said.
Perception check, nature check, both of those will work.
I got 25 on the perception.
25 on perception. Okay, Kiro picks up a small green gummy bear and looks it over carefully. After some inspection, you see a small Hasbro Entertainment inscribed on the back of it.
Going
I
to
know
point
how
to
I
a
feel.
large sword wound on my chest
Does it
and look balefully at
seem
Win-Win.
in any way harmful, like to eat?
Not in any way. You don't sense any magical presence from it. None of you have heard of this before.
I
There's about
take a
15
bite.
of these gummy bears.
I take a bite.
Okay,
Pick-
Win-Win
pick-
reaches
pick-
down and
pick-
grabs one of the yellow gummy bears. Takes a large bite out of it. Each of them is about hand size, so you probably
Oh,
just
they're
estimate
big.
they have two bites of them. When Win-Win takes a bite of the yellow gummy bear, he feels strength suffuse within him, and he recovers a hit point.
A single
Get
hit point.
fucked. Get fucked. For the record, I'm fresh out of healing spells, so
All right.
What's
There
that
are
monitor
15
here?
gummy bears here. Each one of them recovers 2 hit points, and you could split them up if you want.
How many you said there were?
15.
15.
Lying
I raise,
scattered.
14 and a
I
half.
raise my hand.
14 and a half.
Yes, yes, Thanatos.
I raise my hand. I need and then point to the large sword wound in my chest.
oh yeah, that happened. I'm out of healing spells. I'm out of a lot of spells after fucking Thanatos up, actually. So, or somehow you fucked my character so hard in one room.
I was legitimately surprised your character failed that check.
I,
4
No
times
kidding.
in a row.
Seriously.
I'm almost out of spells
chan-
because of that room.
Of all the people, fail the wisdom saving throws.
Hey,
The paladin.
he's channeling his inner Arda, man.
I'm gonna take all
Yes,
of
he
those
is.
gummy bears and I'm going to eat them. And y'all-
Okay, Thanatos grabs all the gummy bears as quickly as he can and starts to down them. The sugar rush gives him a bit of a tummy ache, and he has a boo-boo.
Boo, boo, boo.
Okay.
But he does recover the hits adequately.
Right. What's the floor like in this room?
Who's all hurt? By the way?
The same as the rest, it is sandstone. Fairly smooth and tiled.
Is it like decrepit like it was in the room just on the other side?
Oh, you mean the one to the north of you? The one
Yeah.
that had all the stuff? No, this one is just like the rest of the ziggurat. It's normal. This looks like it was probably some sort of storage room at one point, although everything's been cleared out of it, leaving it just bare and no
Bare.
pun intended. No pun intended. Judging by the scattered formation of these gummy bears, you think that whoever moved everything out might have, like there might have been a broken crate that might have dropped some of these gummy bears on the ground.
Right.
Before I move
I'm gonna
on,
tell Win-Win
how's everyone's health?
to give us the direction again.
How's everyone's health?
I'm down 13? 16. I'm down 16. No, I'm down 15.5.
Anybody else? Anybody else hurt?
I can't cast Find Object anymore.
I've been down
already had it
22
running.
since first room. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I had it running last session. How long has it been, Oda?
Ooh! Sorry, what was the question?
How long has it been since last session in terms of flesh wound to now?
Let's go with 10 minutes.
10 minutes, so yeah, my Find Object is still running. Which way
Okay.
is my base?
I'm
It is to the north, southeast, west.
casting a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mass Heal Wounds. Everybody gets to roll. Everybody gets.
I don't think anybody but me has taken damage. Hold up.
Really? Well, that's why I asked. Because it's a
Holy.
AOE heal spell.
Holy
How many
Thanatos
people have
got
taken the
fucked.
injury? Well,
Well,
yeah, I'm the only one who's
hurt.
lost
I'm,
injury.
Me.
I'm down to about half health right now.
Okay, what about
That direction.
Skelnoa?
I'm at 2/3 health.
Am I on fully healed?
Well,
Okay, we should have distributed those gummy bears better, and then we should have cast Mass Shield Wounds. Well, you need to communicate. I was not down that many hit points.
that's why I was asking. Because
Why was the only one talking with words?
well, I
Can't
asked-
it-
We
full,
lack
that's why I wasn't
communication
talking.
in this party.
But Kiro,
Yes.
are you a mute? I slapped Kiro.
You what?
I slapped Kiro. Are you a mute? Speak up next time.
Why is he
You do
slapped?
17 hit points of damage.
What is my gauntlet made of? Nuclear adamant? Like,
I
Seems
bestow a
the chaos
curse
curse
upon
is still affecting you a
Thanatos.
little bit.
I bestow a curse upon
Regardless.
Thanatos.
The door on the
I
other
roll
side of this
31 to check
room.
the door.
The door on the other side of the room is actually open.
I roll
Oh.
31 to perception
we
through the
never
door.
got a thing from
Ooh.
the
Okay, that's actually gonna help.
From
out a
the-
little bit.
from the direction of the staff.
Northeast.
So, I mean, the northeast.
This direction. See it? You see the arrow?
Yes, I
Yeah.
see. I see. Yes.
Okay. Claire peeks through the the crack in the open door. You look through and you don't really see anything of significance at first. It seems to just be a continuation of the ziggurat with a small, a small-ish stone door on the other side. However, as you're looking through, a glimmer catches your eye, and you see small silver shavings on the floor, lit by the daylight still streaming from Winwin's sword.
Don't mind that.
Wait, this lasts an hour.
Yeah,
Fuck.
just leave it up. It's honestly not that bad of a thing to have up.
Oh, okay.
Tracing the silver shavings, you realize you can track them. You can follow these shavings in a direction.
Okay.
They seem to head down the hallway.
I communicate this to everyone.
Winman?
Let's follow the shavings.
Oh, okay.
You
I
take
follow
point.
the
I'll
shavings.
take up rear guard, and we'll let the rogue range. Don't leave our line of sight.
So, perception for traps while going along these shavings or whatever.
Right.
It is 14 plus 13.
Okay, 27. Okay, you continue to head through, looking all around you. You don't spies any traps immediately. You head down, following the shavings. They head south to another stone door. This one has a strange skull face on the front of it. The skull has a long beard that you recognize as sort of braided in the manner a dwarf would have. To be clear, this is not an engraved skull. This is an actual skull that's sort of like stuck on the outside of the door.
What the fuck?
There's no handle.
I say that as women. What?
I say open
fuck?
sesame.
When you speak, red orbs appear in the skull's eye, and the skull opens its mouth, and through it you hear a dwarvish voice call out to you. Aye, lads, seems you're to a riddle course. How's you ready for one yourself?
I rub my face and say, God.
I love riddles, but what about open sesame?
Open sesame, you've been reading too many fairy tales, lad. This one's one for the ages. Listen carefully and I'll let you in on the riddle that's been placed before you.
What's the riddle? What's God's unbelievable helm?
Deep in Gangleman, there is a certain nature that works its us. In this land, Any who drink a poison is certain to die. Unless, of course, they find a poison more powerful. That is the nature of this land. The king of Gangleman decided that he wanted to have the strongest poison possible. To this end, he gathered his two greatest advisors, the Minister of Potions and the Minister of Finance. And he said to them, tomorrow, each of you will bring me a poison that you think is the strongest. You will each drink from the other's poison first, and then your own. Whosoever lives will be rewarded great, and I shall take their poison as the strongest poison in the land. Whosoever dies will be buried a horrible death in the crypt. Now, the Minister of Potions immediately ran off to start working on his own potion, making the strongest poison he could. The Minister of Finance went off to his rooms. He spent about an hour or so looking for his own potion before realizing that there was no way he was ever going to be able to defeat the Minister of Potions. How could he, the Minister of Finance, make a stronger poison than the Minister of Potions? He spent a while thinking, and he came up with a plan. So overjoyed was he at his plan that he ran immediately to the nearest pub, as dwarves are wont to do. And he started drinking and telling his friends about his solution. His friends were happy to hear it, but someone else was even more happy. A spy of the Minister of Poisons was nearby, and he heard the Minister of Finance's plan. He rushed to the Minister of Potions and told him of the Minister of Finance's plan. The Minister of Potions stroked his dwarven beard, gave a wry smile, and said, well, in that case, I'll do this. The next day, the two ministers came before the king. Sure enough, each one drank the other's potion first and then their own. After 10 minutes, the Minister of Finance keeled over dead. The king was overjoyed and took the potion from the Minister of Poison and declared, "This is the greatest poison in all the land," and gave the Minister of Potions a reward. Here is my question to thee. Number 1, what was the Minister of Finance's plan? Number 2, what was the Minister of Potions' counter to the plan? And finally, number 3, did the king get what he desired?
So, the obvious answer to the third one is no.
Very good.
What was his plan?
What were the rules for the poison?
Oh!
Finance,
Ruben, before you give me your answer, let me just recap it a little bit. The way it works in this land is that if you ever drink a poison, you are sure to die. The only way to counteract it is drink a stronger poison. Okay? In order to get the strongest poison, the king assigned his two smartest ministers make the strongest poison they could. They would then drink the others first and then their own. Incentive, of course, being make a stronger poison than the other person. The Minister of Potions started making his potion. He started doing a really good job. Minister of Finance realized really quickly he wasn't going to be able to do it. Came up with a different plan. The Minister of Potions heard his plan and came up with his own plan. They both walked in, drank the others. They both came before the king the next day, drank the others' potion first, then their own. After 10 minutes, the Minister of Finance died. What was the Minister of Finance's original plan? What was the Minister of Potions' counter to it? And let's just say, why did the king not get what he wanted? What did he actually get?
The Minister of Finance's plan was to give the other person mead. And that way, when the Minister of Poison drank the poison, it would kill him. And the Minister of Finance would drink the poison that the other had prepared, No, he would drink the. Oh no, that would still kill him. Oh, son of a bitch.
So, I have an
Try a
idea.
little bit. Yes, Ruben, hit me.
I'm speaking to the party here.
Oh yeah, take your guys. You guys shouldn't discuss. That's amongst yourselves.
So, this is what I'm thinking. Is that in order to neutralize a poison, you have to drink a starter poison. So what I'm thinking is, what the finance guy did was he just ended up drinking a weaker poison before the thing happened. So when he drank the Master of Potions poison, he would neutralize it. But then I'm wondering, what's the poison he used? What would be the pharmacist's counter to it?
No, I don't think so, because he has to win somehow. So his plan has
but
to involve winning against the other person.
Yeah,
It
he
wouldn't
would have
involve-
won because
Neither would have died instead of
Yeah.
no. Yeah.
neither would have. No, one would have died. The potion guy would have died to his own poison if it went by the finance's idea,
Yeah,
because
he
he
used-
would have died to his own poison. But my only confusion at that point is, then what was the potion guy's counter to it? Because if they just brought in
A weaker poison
Beer.
or no poison,
water,
because then the poison would kill him, and then
Or-
he would die. Son of a bitch. Or a
But
weaker
they
poison than
both
he had.
drank. Because they both they both drank the first one,
Oh no,
and
hold
then they
on.
both drank the other one.
What is it?
again.
Hold on. So, this is what I'm thinking. Since the spy overheard him, and I'm assuming I'm right, and the finance guy would have died to his own poison, because he would have drank the poison before the meeting. So, they both brought in water, and the reason the finance guy ended up dying is because he drank his own poison. Well, both of them just brought
They
in
both
water.
brought water.
Yeah. So I think what happened is they both bought water, and the finance guy ended up dying to his own poison that he drank before meeting. It's the only thing I can think of.
It's not easy for a skull to smile, but this urban skull manages it.
Oh?
Faster than many before thee, you
Oh.
the answer. Indeed, the finance minister's plan was to bring only water and drink a weak poison ahead of time. That way, of course, when he drank the potions minister's incredibly strong potion, it would counteract his own. But then when the potions minister drank water and then poison, he would have only one poison in his system. Upon hearing this plan, the potions minister thought, simple, I'll just bring water too. Now here's the crux of it. A year later, the king was at a palace meeting where he was poisoned. He confidently took out the potions minister potion and drank it with a smile on his face. He died with that same smile on his face. Welcome to the chamber. And with that, the door swings open, allowing you access to a very different room, a very different hallway. The trail of silver is still perfectly visible on the bottom. But now, instead of the simple sandstone before, you see finely crafted sandstone. Wherever you're entering now has been paid a much closer attention to detail to. There's patterns drawn on the ground that seem to almost propel you forward with their motion, or propel your eyes forward with their motion. The stream of silver runs south, then quickly turns to head north, south, east, west, east.
Do you want me to roll a new perception for?
No,
Crap.
keep the old one.
Okay. Then we continue onwards.
Hold on. There were signs of minecarts before, right?
There were. They picked up again. Ever
Okay.
since you entered this next hallway where you started seeing that silver, they picked up again.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
forgot to tell Clay about that.
Yeah.
There's a minecart.
When you entered the crypt, Hiro and Kelnoa noticed that on the walls there was a long, like, not a shaft, a
Yeah, railed section.
kind of a, well, it's not these rails, it's
Crevasse.
Shoot.
yeah, a crevice. It's like dug into the wall. There's a slot
Channel?
you would put, yeah, channel. Thank you, channel where you would put a Minecraft in,
Craft?
not the video game. What?
He said Minecraft, and then he said another video
Sorry.
game, and I got it.
A mine cart in. So like a large cart. So if you were working here, theoretically speaking, and you're transporting large amounts of something, you would move it along this area. You tried following it north, came to this trap room that you weren't able to get past. You circumnavigated, and now you're back on that again. That's picked up again, and it clearly continues here. As does this trail of silver shavings.
I'd like to state I've solved both of Otter's bloody riddles now.
Yeah, yeah.
I helped.
You
I
certainly
know.
did. Alright, you continue along this pathway, following now the better keystones, as well as trail of silver shavings. You come down this hallway, you pass a door on the right, door on the left, both stone doors, both with possible locks on them, but you pay neither of them heed as you sort of realize you're on the right track here. In addition, Winwin's sense of where his mace is, it's still pointing you in this direction. And you come to one final room. Two large statues stand at either end of a final downstairs, a final set of stairs heading down. Each statue has a large sapphire at its breast. Neither of the large statues has started moving yet, but looking at them, you get a definite sense that they are ready to spring at a moment's notice. They are not subtly enchanted statues. They are obviously enchanted statues. They haven't moved yet, though.
I go
What
to
do
the
they-
back of the
Statues
room.
humans or dwarves?
One more time?
Are the statues humans or dwarves?
Oh, humans.
If you need me
What
to
do they
kill
have?
it,
What do they
call
look
me
like?
up.
What do they have? Weapon-wise and everything.
Oh, good. Sorry, good question. Apologies, I really should have reopened that. Okay. The one on the left has a large spear, with feather tipped, as well as what's this supposed to say? Oh, a leather sheath for a shield. Okay, I don't. That's a real weird. A leather shield. A feather-tipped spear and a leather shield. The other one has two scimitars crossed over its chest, right underneath the sapphire. My handwriting is atrocious.
Anything in the room? Besides them?
No, nothing else in the room.
Okay. I take my bow and I get ready to shoot when somebody is attacking.
Okay.
Is there
Whoever they're
any writing on the walls?
Nothing that's different than what you've seen already.
Are these like statues representative of Lathander? Like some
They
of
are
his
not,
disciples?
as opposed to almost all the other few things you've seen before. These look nothing like Lathander. In fact,
I'm gonna attack him
sorry.
actually.
Okay.
What's it? No, that's not.
Hold on.
Maybe you want to confer with the rest of your team first, though, before you launch an attack?
Just a second.
Maybe? I mean,
Let you attack
I'm not
it here in
saying
a
you
minute.
shouldn't
Just
attack,
let us
I'm just saying
brainstorm
maybe
for a
get
second.
information first, or discuss
I'll
stuff.
let them talk it out as soon as they're done talking.
Maybe
want
try
to-
and be part of the team. Maybe? A little bit?
No, we're a bit standoffish. That would be.
Yeah,
that
I
would
know.
Be part of the course for the team.
It would be, which is why we're... Oh, whatever.
We have such
Well.
communication issues.
If somebody says, okay, I walk into the room, I see them enchanted, and
Is it more
This
than
is an
one? There's
enemy
only.
territory.
There's all of them are set up like that. Yeah.
There's only
And they're
two.
not attacking.
they're not
There's only
attacking.
two of them.
No.
There's only two. Two large statues.
They both have blue sapphires.
Yes, they both have blue sapphires.
Are they
Wait.
looking at each other or are they looking at us?
They are looking at you. Or not at you, but they're looking down the room.
Are they hostile towards me right now?
They haven't done anything. Truth be told, they're not yet animated. They're not actually animated yet. They're
Do they
very
count as
obviously
creatures?
going to animate though, if something triggers them.
Do they count as creatures right now? Or
Um,
constructs?
They would be constructs once they animate, so they're constructs.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Dispel
Never mind then.
magic.
the range on that?
So something obviously triggers them.
Yeah, well, it's more that you guys are experienced enough in adventuring that you look at them and you're like, okay, these are not regular statues. These are going to animate.
When we pass the pedestal, then start to go
You
downstairs.
don't know what the
User
trigger
in your
is.
channel timed out.
We don't, but that's my guess.
Boogaloo's.
Sure.
Cannon. Was he
So I
just
say
talking?
we'll just attack now.
We want dispel
Yeah,
magic.
no.
User joined your channel.
We should try and dispel magic on them first. Wait, there's a pedestal? Does the
No
pedestal
pedestal.
say anything?
No pedestal. No pedestal. No
There's
pedestal.
nothing between
Do
us
you
and them.
want to check the other, the shavings? Do they go directly past the
Directly past
statues?
them. Directly
They don't
past
go into
them.
any of the doors?
No doors. Straight down. The statues look like they're new. They're a lot newer than the whole rest of the ziggurat. They were
Are
placed here
we...
recently.
Our weapons are put away, yes.
No, my
yeah,
bow's
yeah.
out.
Oh, your bow's out?
My bow's
Okay.
out and pointed at them. At the.
Okay.
Put your
One
bow
with-
away.
Why does everything we do have to end with bloody conflict?
But.
Put your bow away.
I look
Not
at Oni and I'm like, fine. But I have
You
a
can
hand
draw
on my
quicker
bow.
than I can draw my sword. Not an issue for you. Put it away for a moment.
I put it away. I have it on my hand. My hands on the bow.
Off the bow.
Do we know if dispel magic would work on this?
Okay, fine. Happy now?
Are their spears crossed?
There's one who has a spear, it's pointed straight up, and he has a leather shield in his other arm. The
And the
one
other
who's
one has two
scimitar,
scimitars.
and those are crossed, yes.
Do we know if dispel magic would work on them?
You can make an arcana check.
Where's Golak when we need him? Oh wait, we're getting killed.
I'm at a loss here. There's got to be a way to solve this without combat.
No, I don't know.
18?
Cannon?
You're pretty sure you need to have a dispel magic cast at full level or greater to whoever animated them in the first place.
So as a checker.
Cannon! Somebody poke him.
He like just re-entered the channel by himself, so obviously somewhere in there.
What?
Oh, he's here.
What do you want now?
Two animated statues, they're trying to figure out how to get past them.
I knew about that. I hear.
Any
What
ideas?
Cast Wand of Wonder at it? It's a terrible idea. It's about the only idea I have. I don't
Right,
have
I forgot
anything.
you just blow things up as this character.
Yeah, this isn't sumo. This isn't Orsic. At least Orsic like tactically hit me.
Order.
Mm-hmm.
You never told me. Do I know about the question that ails Golak?
Telekinesis.
Oh, yeah, you know it has to do with resurrection. Sorry. A friend of his died when he was very young. Always wondered why it was fair that the gods took him if there was a way to bring him back.
I think you should try and steal the statues.
Steal?
That's a bad idea.
The jewels from them.
Do you want me to do pass without trace?
Does anybody
I don't
have
think that'll
magic
work on
hand?
these. Mage hand.
Mage hand?
Yo, did anyone even hear what I just said?
He has telekinesis.
Nope.
I have telekinesis.
What if we just teleport through?
We could.
All of this is burning precious souls that we need for Gorak because I've still from
What
the
are
beginning I
spells?
thought I as a
Spell
player
slots.
think we're going to lose.
Now, I know what you mean,
Oh.
Order, but that room fucked my spells.
That room fucked my spells because I was mad at that room, and now I'm paying the price. Now I don't want to burn anything, but if the only way to pass
Have you
is
tried to just
Why don't
walk
we just
past
attack
them?
them?
with them.
Maybe
Attack
they
them
only
with
animate
advantage.
if we walk like attack them.
Well, the DM said they look ready to be triggered.
Exactly.
What if we tried talking to them?
Triggered by like us activating it, or by attacking it.
Or it's
Or
raining.
walking near it. We don't know what trigger is.
Have we tried talking to it?
No.
Not animated.
I say hi.
They're
I say hi.
They do not respond. Right now, they're not yet animated.
what spell
Wait.
slot is telekinesis?
Fifth.
What? Would this be similar to the golems from the book?
You mean from the monster manual?
No, golems as in how to make a golem book. The
You still have the book?
I sure.
Gorak has it.
Gorak has it? I thought-
Gorak has it.
I thought I had it. I thought I had the book. Gorak had the eye.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think you're right. You can look over the book and see like. Could be a memory check. Intelligence check. Only someone who's read the book can make it though.
So me? Great.
Mhm.
+0, here I come.
Bardic Inspiration. Should I use a Bardic Inspiration on this? I have 5 left right now.
You're a bit late.
No,
Yeah.
Arda said we can. He hasn't told us if we passed
I
or
haven't told you the result. I'm looking. I might be able to tell you the result of the check before the Bardic Inspiration.
I'd say yes, burn the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, burn it.
As
Creature can wait until after
My
rolls a
fifth-
d20 before deciding to use the Bardic Inspiration, but must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails. So it's your call. I can't tell you whether it succeeds or fails yet. It's your call whether you want to use it.
I'll use it.
let's put it this way: my fifth
Okay.
level spell slot at the end of the day is more valuable, more or less of the time, than a single Bardic Inspiration that you have like half a dozen of.
Yeah, use
So
it.
what do I get for Bardic Inspiration?
Let's see.
An extra
Next.
D8, I think.
What level are we again? We're level 13s. So it is a D10 right now.
Ooh, then.
Do I roll it or do you?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, that's what
Oh.
you're rolling.
Such, I forgot to slash roll.
Yeah.
9 plus 6 is still
15.
not good enough.
15. You vaguely remember reading in the book that one of the easier ways to make a golem is instead of infusing the whole statue with power, you infuse just a focus with it.
I still have.
You
the
have
bloody
reason to
book.
believe that those gemstones might be the focuses that animate these. That the source of animation of these statues.
Now, how could we rip out the eyes? Oh, the rubies,
Shoot 'em.
I should say.
Shoot.
I've got the
Oh.
one on the left. Cannon, get the one on the right.
Are we doing pulling them out or?
We're gonna do flame bolts, and
But,
That
but
doesn't work.
please hold on for a second.
okay.
Do you know how many times I've opened this book to look at my abilities just to make sure I'm reading? I know this right.
I am stepping away for just a second. I'll be back.
Have you had enough time, Cannon?
I'm still looking.
Hey Arda, while they
Yellow.
are waiting, assassinate. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn. So if I
Mhm.
attack, I wouldn't get that because they're not a creature yet. But then it says, in addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. So, would hitting it, like, if they awaken right when they hit, would that be a critical hit? They'd be, like, awakened from... I don't know, I'm kind of confused.
Don't they count as constructs right now, so that doesn't even count?
Alright, so, first of all, it's a lot simpler than you're making it out to be. You're just asking a question you actually can't know the answer. The question you're asking is, will they be surprised if you attack them and that causes them to wake them up? That causes them to wake up. You can't actually know the answer to that.
Yeah, that's
true. To be
true,
fair,
that's
I
true.
will say that the answer for almost all constructs that I know of in the default monster manual and Volos is no. Constructs can't be surprised.
Alright. Question.
Yellow.
How big are the gems?
Gemstones are about fist-sized, slightly smaller.
How many of them are there?
One in each.
One in each.
Right at their breast.
Okay. How big are the statues?
Large. Each is about... well... Where's the numbers? There. Each is about 11 feet high and at widest 5 feet.
Alright. Technical question.
Mm-hmm.
Are they creatures right now?
It depends for what purpose. Probably not, but it depends for what purpose.
In the description of telekinesis,
Mm-hmm.
if the object isn't being worn or carried, it works automatically. If it is, then I have to make a spell check against their strength, kind of contesty thing.
They are not creatures for that purpose. They do not have a strength right now, as they are not yet animated. Therefore, for our purposes right now, they are simply statues. They can't fight it.
So, if
unless
I
they wake up.
cast telekinesis, I can remove the gems, and we won't be absolutely fucked.
Assuming they don't wake up before the telekinesis hits. If it hits, then I'm going to have you make that check.
I'd say,
Well, telekinesis just kind of happens. Like, I cast it,
You
and then
cast
it's
it. I understand.
a thing that
Oh.
I can do for 10 minutes.
Alright, in a theoretical situation, not necessarily what's going to happen here, I'll explain. You're casting telekinesis on what you think is right now not worn or carried or whatever. Let's say it's carried by someone invisible, okay? I would say you see a cloak not even hovering in midair, okay? I don't know. Let's say laying on the ground. It's being worn by someone who's lying there invisible, right? So you would say, I cast telekinesis on it. I say, okay, make a spell check against their strength. That's what I would tell you to do then, okay?
And
So
I
you
would say,
cast
oh
it
shit.
thinking that it's going to work automatically. I would tell you change that. Over here, that's that situation. Right now, for all you know, or not for all you know, right now, I'm telling you, right now they're not awake, therefore telekinesis could go off without a hitch. If they wake up, though, it would be against their strength. And they might wake up in response to you casting a spell. I can't say
Now,
what they will
here's
do.
another.
Yeah.
Can I?
I'm trying to be as transparent as possible.
I
apologize.
think I already know the answer to this. But can I quicken telekinesis so that I could use it twice with, because it's something that I cast and then I can do telekinesis-y things for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Could I quicken to use it twice, but not, I'm not burning another spell slot. I just want to use telekinesis twice.
When you quicken a spell, you're making it, instead of being one action, it's a bonus action.
So
That's
no.
what quickening does, right?
So no then.
Well, I'm not quite understanding what the question is. Quickening doesn't double. It just makes you cast it as a bonus action instead of as an action, right?
Yeah, what I'm saying is that when I cast spell telekinesis,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to use what it does twice without burning the extra spell slot, and I don't think quickening can do that.
No.
I assume not. Well, no. I mean, it definitely can,
Actually-
because you'd have to cast it again. If you're somehow using up it, Quicken doesn't let you use the same spell twice.
Alright. Yeah, that's what
sorry.
I thought. That's what I thought. I thought I just asked for
Yeah.
fuck's sake of asking.
Yep.
Bless you.
So, and I'm not gonna twin it because that's a waste of sorcery. So though twinning it would, would mean that I could get both off and then
Okay. I see
at the same. But that would mean burning like 6 sorcery points, and that's fucking
Right.
not worth my.
We
So
don't need
if,
to grab them. We could just destroy them.
I understand that, but I'm just sorting out the telekinesis plan just in case. Trying to deal with the brain work on telekinesis before we find ourselves in combat, and I'm sitting here asking you all these questions.
You're doing
When
fine.
something's happening.
Do not worry about it.
I'm not.
You're
I was
doing
talking to
just
Oni.
fine. You're doing just fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I was talking to Oni mainly for. I
agree.
understand we could just destroy them. It's just sorting this part out. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know. I can always cantrip the shit out of it. That's not a problem. I can burn sorcery points twinning flame bolts to hit both at the same time if need be.
You have another caster.
You mean
I-
this whole
I-
party?
I have a lot of sorcery points, so
Save
still,
them.
I'm just saying. I know how many more I can burn before we get to good old Vecna. It's just, I don't know. What else would be a good idea here?
I would
Polymorph
like
is a
somebody
thing.
to be within 5 from the objects.
That might trigger it, so no.
No one has yet walked that.
I know, but when we are planning to attack, if we want damage off on these things, I need somebody within 5 feet.
So just because I can, I'm going to cast Divine Sense.
Okay. Divine
Uh, Tony,
Yeah.
is there any feasible way that you think polymorph would be a good idea?
You could always use a T-Rex.
Can we
Under-
polymorph an object?
I could be.
No,
I
that's
could
true.
be riding on a
polymorph
giant
rhythm.
bat. That could make things better, but it wouldn't make things better immediately. it would certainly make Thanatos happy, but it wouldn't do very much for the party.
I'm
Odie
just
happier than
I'm just looking over my spells, and that's the only other spell that I could think might have some kind of use in this scenario. Everything else is like me avoiding
Combat.
damage or nuking half the planet.
Yeah.
Basically.
I think our best
How-
bet is just a decisive strike against the jewels.
Yeah, I have Dimension Door, I have Polymorph, I have
Yeah,
Telekinesis.
Let's get
Otherwise,
off some
I'm
damage
just
on
a
the doors,
walking
not
nuke.
the gems.
So,
Do you want me to burn a single sorcery point and twin?
No, we'll both fire
Okay.
at the same time,
so
and then Claire will pick up after us.
yes,
Because I was thinking
I will
if
shoot
I
as your
twin,
cast at the end of the cast, and then I'll shoot the second one as the bolts are fired.
yeah, but I was thinking that if I twin, I can hit both, and then one of you can hit one, and one of you can hit the other, so we can gauge how tough they
I'm
are.
hitting
at least.
both anyways with 2 attacks, so
Oh
And
well.
Winwin has cantrips, don't you?
Paladin cantrips. Ha! No,
You have cantrips?
No.
Can the bard
eldest?
do anything? Ranged wise or anything?
I mean, yes, but I'm not really in the best spot right now. I can move.
But
But
can
then
you
I'm
get
blocking
to a good...
people.
You
You're not
don't
blocking.
need
You can
to-
shoot past you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I shoot, when we do this, can Win-Win go within 5 feet of them?
But that might
Or
trigger
is
it.
that not possible? Because it would be nice to get that 4d6.
But you're
Sneak
attacking
attack
an
damage.
object. Does attack an object?
I don't
still
think you
the
get
sneak
flanking
attack?
on the attacking object. I don't think you can flank an object.
Not flanking. It's just...
It's right now it's an object.
I forgot. I
pure
should have
me-
read that, huh?
By pure mechanical standpoints right now, that gem is simply an object, not alive in any way.
All right, let's commence Operation Find My
Would-
Target.
Woodward plays this works.
All right, gents, what you doing?
We're
Also,
gonna-
since it is a possibility that we do combat, how do you guys like? You guys can be in charge of what your combat order is.
Okay. Thank you. I think we're just good to cast. And we'll decide the order here in a second.
Okay.
But me and Kilno are going to go at basically the same time. And then Claire, and then Win-Win, and then
I'm
Eldest.
gonna I cast telekinesis on the right gem.
Okay. Konoha stands back and thoughtfully puts like a hand to his lower lip, thinks, reaches out and activates his sorcerer's bloodline. He gains a connection to the blue gem, and upon feeling the blue gem underneath your sort of telekinetic ability, you realize there's a small catch behind it, somewhere that you can exert force. And upon doing so, the gem pops free and just sort of rolls onto the floor.
Has
Does
6
it
seconds
roll?
gum.
I can't do a proper... Can someone do a popping sound with their mouth? Thank you. The other gem pops free. Looking into the slots they are, you see that there's a small area behind, almost as if designed so that someone could push these out. Able to surmise pretty quickly that whoever designed these statues, this was the way they had for deactivating them for themselves. Was pushing them out.
I pick up the gem.
Is there a
certainly can.
door in front of?
There's stairs. There's a set of stairs leading downward.
Okay. If there was a door in front of us, I would have said, "This
That
is the door I'm
thing.
looking for," and then pushed it open.
I pat Kilno on the back.
I love
We're
that.
gonna die.
Thanatos.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, I know.
I-
It's weird behavior. I get it.
Okay, so I
Are
have
you
a
still
question.
under the effects?
We're gonna die.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Redness.
People are
no.
working
Sorry.
together and being affirmative.
Okay.
Guys,
The party
Yes,
heads
I love
down
this
the
stuff.
stairs.
Okay.
Daylight, still screaming from Win-Win's sword, illuminates the silver shavings that Claire is still able to make out on the stairs. You follow them down to the final level of the ziggurat. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, the entire ziggurat's aura, feel, design slowly changes. From the sandstone with Lathandarian scripture you've been crossing till now, it becomes a hard, tough brick and mortar corridor. The scent of sulfur starts to linger in the air, and you see brimstone lines to your side. You are now below the ziggurat, certainly below what used to be the Temple of Lathander. You travel through what can now only be called a cave for about 5, maybe even 10 minutes. The light from Win-Win's sword illuminating every crevice of the path you're on. The silver shards pick up and drop off in some different places, almost as if whatever was causing them, maybe carrying them, was hoisted in different stages. Maybe whatever it was really heavy. and you continue onwards. They're leading the way, following the silver shavings. You continue through the cave. After 10 minutes, you reach the end, and you see something beyond. The cave drops away to reveal a large cavern. Inside this cavern, you see hundreds undead dreaming forward towards the largest portal any of you have ever seen. The portal shimmers with your white light, and through it you can see a visage, an area that just sight of it brings joy to your hearts. Win-win, you feel an attunement to this location. It's Lathander's realm. Your mace, the top of the portal, gleams with light, powering the portal itself. As you watch these hundreds undead, disgusting, filthy undead, zombies, skeletons, mummies, ghouls, stream through this portal, you see a figure clad in a robe of stars, wielding a staff with a skull affixed to its head, turn to you, give a bow.
How
with
far
an
away is he?
evil laugh.
How far away is he right
150
now?
feet.
Oh, fuck.
With an
Continue.
evil laugh, he nimbly skips through the portal.
So before all that, I was waiting for you to finish talking.
Apologies, yes.
Probably should have
Yeah.
interfered before. But would it have been? Is it possible that as I see the portal, and I see the
The guy.
no, not the
Gorak.
guy, the
Oh,
no,
the
not
mace?
Gorak, the thing that's doing the portal, that's making the portal.
Mhm. The mace?
Can I shoot?
The mace?
Yes, the mace.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
You
shoot
can
it and make it?
You absolutely can launch an arrow at it.
Do I think it'll unlodge it, or in whatever?
It's unlikely. You know that mace. You know it's best by Lathander, and destroying it is going to be difficult to do with just an
I wasn't
arrow.
trying to destroy it.
You're
Just
trying
trying
to
to move it.
unlodge
The arrow.
it from
It's
the...
pretty solidly in there.
Okay.
I'll-
Well, we'll try it, just because you never
Why not?
know, right?
You never know.
Come on, 20. That's what it takes. Huh? Nope. Okay.
Do I know if my sword still has its charge?
Your sword? What do you mean?
The sword, the charge to cast Dimension Door.
Did you use it? I don't know that.
It didn't allow me to use it when I did try.
Oh, when you were in the top level of the ziggurat, still has its charge. Yeah. To possibly clarify what maybe I shouldn't be clarifying, Vecna himself stopped that from working.
Before we continue any
He had
further,
all his attention focused on that fight. Yellow.
before we continue further, what I was going to try and say before we went down the stairs is, since we're about to do this encounter, should I heal us up now? Because I am below half health, or
Do it.
about half health. Okay.
All right. We're actually going to leave off here mostly because I need to sleep, pack, and go to the airport in 6 hours. I do apologize for the heavy amount of railroading at the end here and the sort of setting the scene without letting you guys react to it properly. I know that's very anti
Was
DnD
the
of it.
silver band or was that railroad?
A little bit of both, actually.
Okay, that's good.
There's
I want there to be
something-
something to result from the silver. Is all I'm
There
getting to.
is something there that I'm not going to say anything more now because we're not in game proper, so like no checking's going to happen. I'll tell you that there's something I've already said about that silver that should tell you something, and there's some stuff you guys should already know. Tierston doesn't know it, but you guys should know it. If you've been paying attention, that silver connects to something that's already transferred.
Who's been paying attention?
I'm just saying if. It's not a big deal necessarily, and all can be revealed later. Point is, though, you guys are basically up to the portal. The next stage of the adventure takes place in Lathander's realm. You are going to, it's up to you exactly how this goes on, but the plan here is you are going to go in now and join. And I mean, really shouldn't be saying this stuff, but the plan here, at least, and you guys can tell me if I'm being really stupid, really unfair as a DM here. But the plan here is you are now going to go in, and you are going to be the deciding factor in this war between Lathander and Vecna in Lathander's own realm.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Now, it's up to you
But-
exactly what you want to do ahead
By
of
the
time.
way, everyone
In
gets
terms of
23
casting
HP.
spells to heal, you can definitely do that now. You'll have at least moments, not hours, moments, before you go through the portal. You're going to be on the tail end of the undead army, entirely within your power to swipe through the last ranks.
Everybody
they'll
gets
just be
27
scattered.
hit points back.
I'm in.
Yo.
Yeah, sorry. Women.
The Santa. Or yeah, Ruben.
I'll go around. Ruben.
Let him talk. I'm still collecting my thoughts.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Oni, you want to say something?
Did I? I thought that was somebody else speaking up.
I was talking to Fan,
Oh.
and I was saying, polymorph now. Is this the
We're
is
probably gonna charge through, yeah.
this is
We're
the
probably
time?
gonna mammoth and
Yeah.
create
No,
make a
this
hole.
is this just got a whole lot better, to be honest.
And then you gotta
Yeah.
make it a
I
T-Rex.
feel a lot better about this now. But it's
Mammoth has
funny
better
that
charge.
it's funny that now that I see the scenario before us, that it feels a lot better, because I thought this was gonna be like different.
Yeah.
I see more enemies, and suddenly I think, okay, that we're fine.
I don't know how I feel.
I think I'm
we're
gonna need
fine.
it.
Did everybody hear
Alright,
what I
so
said?
I missed it. Oh, 27 hit points to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
Kira's
I'm
gonna
full.
play a nice little tune on her lute. And music will flow through your bodies, revitalizing all of you.
I'm going to summon to me my sword. Or rather, my father's sword.
Wait, what?
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm
I
going.
am missing something.
The sword I gave
Oh,
to
no.
Xerath, I'm taking back.
That sword. Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. All right. Yeah, that'll come back. Coalesces in your hand. It forms.
Is there anything different about it?
Ooh. Give me 1 second here. These are old notes you're asking me to go through. I love going through old notes. Where's my tablet?
I love the smell of old paper.
I really need to clean my notes up though. It's ridiculous how much.
I've been
And
meaning
this-
to summon
some of
Xerath for quite some time, but I'm going to need the weapon more than I need Xerath at the moment.
It's a
He's
wild-
not coming along.
Or
I'm
Xandros.
gonna need the weapon. more
Danros,
than
I know
actually-
that's who you meant.
The Axilo.
Danros Axariel Kiliel. Okay.
Like, how many heads has he lapped up with things since I left it with him?
Does it come with the sheath?
It does not.
Ooh,
The sheath is
pity.
a separate item.
Pity. Dang, that's a
Unless
cool
you want
sheath.
to consider them the same item. They're a matched set, although you'd never teleport.
You won't hold me to it, right? Like if later I want to change my mind about that, you won't hold me to it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna come with the sheath. The sword's almost identical. It's been cleaned up a bit and smoothed out a bit. The sheath it comes with is really cool though. It now has hidden slots. It has 4 poison daggers hidden inside it. 4 poison throwing daggers
Shit.
hidden inside it. I like the sheath. Cool.
Alright,
They can be
that's
taken
such
out
a
and
drow
thrown in
weapon.
one action.
Okay.
That's such a drow
I told them I
weapon.
was going to take it
It
back
really
at some
is.
point.
Yeah.
It's
The
fucking-
daggers for purposes they're thrown weapons. Damage is a 1d4 plus your dexterity or throw or strength. No, sorry, they're dexterity based. Apologies. Sorry, they're not thrown weapons. Can't use strength on them. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you can. You can use strength on any weapon.
I know.
For regular attacks, he's just talking about the throne.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is thrown. Sorry. Yeah, it is thrown. Oh, you can use strength or dexterity. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah.
thrown, strength. I lied to you. It works with either dexterity or strength. Go for it. 1d4. The poison on it inflicts the poisoned effect on a DC 15 Constitution fail, as well as adding 2 points of poison damage to a hit. They don't break on impact. Each one's worth 4 gold pieces. Poison is permanently embedded in the tip. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
You gave him sword and a sheath. He gave
Yes,
you
I did.
back
I
a
gave him the
sword with 4 sheaths attached to it, with 4 more blades in those sheaths. That's basically what happened.
Great deal.
1 blade in, 5 blades
Yeah,
out.
I like that sheath. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Before I go off and start downloading movies because my father thinks he's going to be bored on the flight. No, don't ask. Serious criticisms. Because I know that there was some seriously heavy railroading here. I know the encounters were pretty non-standard. I know
Did
especially that
you-
one with the yeah.
Did you fix the riddle for us to make it easier?
No, I did not. I'm actually very impressed. I may have like said it in an exaggerated way, and maybe that made it easier. But I've actually tested that riddle, just as a riddle with like fairly smart people, and it took them a while to get it. I was very
please,
impressed.
Arda, boost my ego more, please.
Look, I'm gonna say I was really impressed at how quickly you got it. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
I originally thought it was mead, but then I thought, doesn't mead technically count as poison? But I don't know.
Give me a second. I don't know how to post. I'm just gonna post it in the Happy Squad, and I'll PM it. No, I'll put it in the DnD chat in Roll20 in Discord. So it's possible when you see that video and you hear how he says it that maybe he said it in a more confusing way and I said it poorly, so it made it more obvious. But I don't know. I've said it to a bunch of different people, and it's a complicated riddle. As I please. There's another way around it. I find that whenever you make a riddle as a thing, you always need to. Maybe people won't be able to beat the riddle, so there's another way around that door.
Teleport
Besides
past
just the
it.
obvious, there's another way around the door. There's also another way to get past the door of that. But
Right.
the golem similarly, if you didn't remove the. By the way, Oni,
Yes.
you were gonna cast Firebolt on a sapphire.
I know it's made of aluminum, and that
It's
would be
a
difficult.
sapphire. It's not easy to break. Like, I'm not
True.
saying breaking it's a bad idea. I'm saying you were gonna try to break it with your cantrip. Like.
Cantrip at this level's doing 3d10.
I know, but sapphire is a precious stone.
Yeah.
Not quite diamond, but it's
That's
diamond
why
like.
I was gonna add in the 2 4d6s if, you know.
So that might have helped a lot. My hardest chart is somewhere on here. Whatever. Anyway, though, but actually, like, serious criticisms, because there was a lot that I did unorthodox here, and I'm worried that it might have ruined things. I mean, I know, especially for the 3 of you guys who got stuck outside of the room, totally not my intention. I did not intend for that encounter to go that way at all. I thought it was going to be a really fun RP encounter where everyone was going to get to do their own thing and how their characters were going to act super weird.
So what you're saying is it was all my fault.
Well, yes, except it's not your fault. It's my fault. You did the right move. You were smart.
I was so ready to just accept the fact that I'm about to murder the whole party. My only real threat.
Yeah, because you stink at wisdom saves, right? +10.
Yeah, +10. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's quite a.
Easy, but...
I don't know if it's quite a criticism, but I mean, up until now, I've spent every session since we got to the ziggurat thinking
not doing
that
anything, right?
thinking that we're going to die.
Oh,
I actually like that.
I'm not saying in the good way. Like I felt like, because we have some sense of what, as players, what Gorok's capable. Like, I've spent this entire time thinking this is just a death mark.
Yeah,
So
we were
I
just
haven't
speaking-
I haven't
Oh.
been doing anything because I feel the need. But now that we're down, like there's no. Like, I guess if I thought really hard about it, there might have been a telegraph for, oh, hey, you're not going to be fighting Gorak alone. But
Well,
I
we
spent
never
this
knew-
entire time doing nothing because I thought that
We never
I
knew
would
that
need everything for Gorak.
the thing was already open.
Ah. Right. Well, that actually kind of just happened about an hour ago.
You mean when we got there?
Well, he needed the mace.
Yeah. So immediately when he got the mace.
Basically, yeah. He had everything ready. He
Like,
just needed
if
the
I
mace. He had to
thought
wait for
about
you
it,
guys to
I
show
might
up.
have, figured that out, but I
Right.
didn't. We were thrown straight into combat, and I was like, all right, well,
Well,
I cop.
the living artillery piece is now cleared hot. Those
the
poor
thing-
undead.
I mean, I
Good
still
point.
really don't have a lot because I burned half of my stuff at the opening fight. Nothing for the entire dungeon because I felt like, oh shit, we're all just gonna die at the
Leave
bottom.
nothing but polymorph.
So the
Burn
thing
everything
I'm
else.
surprised by is that you would find Gorak on his own such a threat. That's exactly it. You know what he's capable of, and you know that any of you on your own is a fair fight for him.
Mm,
Just in
Until
terms
you
of sheer-
include the Eye of Vector.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Not
so
with
the
it-
Eye of Vector tips it heavily in his favor. That's true.
that's what I'm saying. Like we know that I have felt like the entire time
and
because of
artist
the Eye
damage
of
potential
Vecna.
jumped a lot right
If-
before.
If
He
I'm
has
Gorak's
able
already
to
gained
get a
potential jumped.
first shot off, if I'm able to go first, I'm pretty sure I could kill him outright. But that's
Right,
if I
so,
get
like-
the first attack.
I'm a little so like I'm not saying
But
there's
then-
not what to be worried, and it's good that you're scared of him because that's first of all the correct emotion when facing someone who's this dangerous.
I mean, but I've just hampered myself for the last 3 sessions because I thought that this was just,
Okay.
this was it. I don't know. It's like I said, it's not quite a criticism. I just
That's fair.
like,
That's fair.
it's
If
kind
we-
of just
I
out. It
appreciate
was
the
out of
feedback.
my control to.
I truly,
like-
truly appreciate the feedback. Thank you, Cannon. That's kind of exactly the kind of stuff I'm looking for.
I wish I had spell slots.
Like
Yes,
other
know
than
you
that,
do.
I mean, if it's a dungeon crawl, I don't know what else. It's a dungeon. crawl.
Right.
Can I have
It's exactly
spell
what I
slots?
would expect. I don't know.
Okay.
It's done perfectly fine. They're super weird encounters. It's a dungeon that's it makes some sense, and then other parts of it don't,
Don't make
just
so much
because
sense.
of D&D.
So, what do you guys think about the gummy bears?
No,
Can I-
that's
funny.
great.
Can I get
Nothing wrong
spell
with Gummy
slots back somehow?
Not from gummy bears. You can't.
God, fuck it.
And you're not a
Aw,
wizard, so
but
no.
Arda.
And then there's one more gummy bear at the ground and it gives you 20 soul slots. No.
Yeah,
Eldest,
yeah.
your thoughts?
I thought
That's
I thought it went really well, but people need to make sure they're not talking over other people.
Yeah, so that's something difficult that I've been thinking we might need to start using video chat for, because it'll help if we could see each other. You could see someone trying to talk. The big difference between playing live and between playing in real life and playing over chat. It's going to be impossible for some people, obviously, but maybe we'll try to make an effort. I really should get my own.
if we could set it up through Skype, I'd be able to do it because then
That's a
I
good
could
point.
do it through my phone. I don't have a webcam, and I don't. I think I ever plan on getting one. But if we found a way to do it through my phone, I'd be willing to.
All right, so maybe we'll talk it out. Maybe people will be willing to try. I don't know. You guys got to see
I'm
my
willing to
ugly
try.
mug.
I got my own webcam, so whatever. I'm good.
I have
You guys
the
got to see
webcam.
my ugly mug. All right.
Eh,
You've already seen my ugly mug.
You guys have seen my other bed as well.
So I don't know. It's probably not going to be required by any means. I guess it'll just be strongly encouraged.
Very, very
We'll worry about that
recommended.
later. Other than that, I guess people try to be courteous. More, I think, if people can try and remember that other members of the party can do stuff, then you'll be maybe encouraged to actively seek out their opinions. Like, I get that when you're playing, I mean, I'm very guilty of this. I get that when you're playing your character who's, let's be honest, all your characters are pretty badass, that it's easy to try and figure out a way that your character can be the answer here, or the characters that you're intimately familiar with can be the answer here, when you have other party members who have their own strengths and weaknesses, and you have other party players who have their own strengths and weaknesses. I know it's something that I've been harping on a lot, but I don't know.
I mean, to that point, there's a reason why I sat in the corner with the corpse pillow.
Yeah, I know.
I had nothing for that situation. I was
Which
just like,
I feel bad though, because at the same time that means I'm excluding you from a situation which I thought your
no,
character
but
would have a
that's
very interesting
fine
reaction.
because I had already been on that streak because
Yeah,
I
you
psyched
thought-
myself
you thought
out
wrong,
thinking.
Narda.
Yeah, that would have been
But
Other-
in that moment, Arda, like that specific moment, that for me that was okay because in that moment it's like, okay, I know there's nothing that I can do here unless I cast the wand of wonder and magically get gust of wind again. Maybe then I could do something, but
right.
I wasn't gonna do that because the other times I liked less because I spent the entire
totally
dungeon
saved
thinking
your
that this was a
slots.
death march.
Right.
All of them.
So I
Which
get that. I'm not
I'd rather
sure that-
think that, and part of it is just me coming at it as another DM
Mhm.
because I know you try to go by like what you write down most of the time, but we're still DM. Like I don't know what Gorak can do now. Like we might have a really good idea based on what we know now compared to how we used to know. You could pull any of that out from under us at the drop of a hat. So like that also keeps the toes.
Okay.
Because
So
I have
if
one more
that
thing
was
as
the
well.
reason you felt like it was a death march, though, that's really bad. Like that means that I'm doing something that's making you feel like I'm going to, not that you mean it exactly this way, but that makes it, that at least to my ears, that sounds like you're saying I'm going to cheat to make you lose.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so I might be misunderstanding you then.
Well,
It's still definitely on me. Like regardless of
we're
what you feel, it's
DMs.
definitely on me.
We don't have to do things by exactly what we write down. We can change things on the fly to fit what needs to happen in this situation. That's part of the whole role.
What he's saying
But
is that a lot of the other dungeon masters are flying by the seat of your pants, and you're following a script.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah.
I fly by the seat of my pants too often. I feel like it's more authentic if you have a challenge that you have an authentic challenge there.
What was it? What was it? Coville's recent video about surrender.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you get somebody to surrender?
Who you don't.
I have not tried to do that yet. And
Yeah. No, Coville's recent video about surrender. I think there's a certain bit in there that kind of it helps explain what I'm trying to say. Like,
So I saw the video.
I went like, so something he said something along the lines of like, when you're throwing something at the party,
Arda?
No, hold on. Let's kind of.
You should check out Adventure Lookup. There is
I
definitely
have used it.
okay. Because there's definitely going to be a planar encounter in there that might even
Nice.
work well for the Laplander.
Oh, I actually kind of have that mostly planned out. I just want to change some stuff. Any input you guys have on what you would like in that encounter? I can't guarantee it'll be in there, but it might give me some ideas.
How?
I almost kind of want to not play this until we have the Stronghold rules, so we can do like an actual war. But
Oh, that's your call. Or your guys' call as a group.
the Stronghold rules are going to be like months away. Colville's busy.
Oh, they are? Oh, I thought he had them all done.
I think he's got a secret project he's been working on, and then it's the Stronghold rules.
Yeah, well.
How do I make Woodwin's jaw drop when he sees Lathander? No, not even sees Lathander, when he enters his realm.
It would be a strength saving throw. No, I'm kidding. You would just say
the
that.
force
That
of
would
the
be...
plane pushes your jaw down. Ah!
and that would be an accurate thing.
I
I
think
will say this in case you are encouraged to look at the DMG for how other planes work. You are welcome to do so, but do not expect me to abide by their very limited, I felt, rules. If you guys remember that little limbo side adventure that we did a tiny little bit of, the whole point of that is I'm trying to use significantly different rules for how
So-
extraplanar stuff works.
So, in your world, does Lathander not live with other gods?
Correct, actually. I thought I made this clear at some point. It's possible I never did. In this version, every god has their own plane. Every god has their own, not necessarily equally large to the full material plane or anything like that, but you know the Great Wheel?
Yeah.
So you know the spokes of the of like Arcadia and stuff like that. The dang it, let me find the Great Wheel so I can find the actual phraseology. The like the planes of law, the planes of chaos, those spokes.
Yeah.
Between each of those spokes in the appropriate alignment are tons, just almost kind of countless because they're fluid. Because more gods pop up and shut down
Drink
and gain
and
power and lose
grow.
power. But under those spokes, but between them are individual god planes. Every god has their own. I kind of thought I clarified this at the beginning of the adventure because it was the essential element of this whole adventure working. I may not have, though, which is on me. That is part of what I've written, though. When Mr. Hashem, if I ever do get around to publishing that adventure, that's like part of the intro, is that gods, planes, stuff like that. That's it's all in there.
I found what I'm trying to say. About
If I
the
do
whole,
publish it, by the way,
whole-
all you guys are getting free promo. Like if it gets published properly, all you guys are getting free promos. Like obviously, if that wasn't obvious already.
that's fine. It's cool.
I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, but
Hopefully.
we're
I
gonna
mean,
try.
well, we could hope.
I missed my mount.
So I have one
I
thing
know
I
you
would
missed
like
your
to
mount, buddy.
say.
You'll have one soon.
It's not the same.
Have,
Yes,
but
eldest.
Okay, so I understand you're trying to really rush us through this, but more personally for me, I wish we had had more time to go through and investigate more of the rooms, because like what we found in that first room with the half the book of the healing book. I mean, it would have been great to find the rest of that before we encountered Korok. And I feel like
I know.
I'm not going in.
Oh,
I'm
that
not
was
going in
kind of.
immediately. I'm gonna finish out this dungeon. You guys can go through if you want.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
that's
going
interesting.
If the plane falls in the next 2 hours, there's nothing we could have done either way.
Okay.
That sure that works for you.
There might be a definitive battle. It's true there could be a decisive engagement. I doubt either side wants to risk it immediately.
What's your god again?
Animator.
This would be by default Adamant as well.
I don't think so.
If they're one and the same god,
He's right.
this is Adamant as well too.
That
would be
I'll
very
tell you as
complex for
players that
generating
is-
the realm.
I'll tell you as players that is accurate. This realm belongs to the god Lathander. The way people worship him is fluid right now, which means that the way he will relate to people is also fluid. But this realm is the realm of both of them. That being said, as characters, your characters, I don't know what you think, what you would believe. Win-Win has a special attunement to Lathander, so he's going to recognize the plane immediately, even by looking at it just through the portal. He'll know it. You do not have divine attunement, so you're not.
No.
You won't know that this is a Manator's realm just by looking at it. Certainly, not even by going in, you won't necessarily know. You'll.
I still think we should finish out the dungeon.
Not happening. I could not convince Win to do that. There's a
You
horde
couldn't
of undead.
convince Win-Win to.
There's a horde of undead going through a portal to Lathander's realm.
Okay, but
He'll
needs
fight by
our
himself
help.
if he. He
He
doesn't
needs
care.
your
He
help, and the
doesn't
best way
care.
you can help is to get better, stronger. You can help more.
So I'm going to wait while his realm is under attack. Get that happening.
I would
No,
like
you're
to
not
say
waiting.
that.
You're preparing.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'm gonna say two things, and I think I'm gonna go.
Mhm.
First things first. This is like this conversation and this ziggurat suddenly became a microcosm for everything happening with Kelnoa right now in Solitude.
I thought you might say something like that.
It's like he wants to go in so bad, but he's spending his time like adventuring
Preparing.
and getting allies and gear and shit. So I mean,
Called preparation, being smart.
yeah,
We don't know how long the portal's gonna stay open, do we?
No!
this is true.
Woodward will go through that hole with or without you.
Yeah, that's true. If the last undead passes through and they close the portal on us, yeah, never mind.
So I'll let you guys decide what you
Yeah,
want to do
I'm
next.
gonna
Just
I'm gonna
let
bounce
me
out
know
so we don't hold
before
Arda.
next week. Like, let me know. Ideally, let me know as soon as you can what your guys' plan for next week is, so I could prepare adequately.
Well,
Uh,
I can't give a plan because I'm not going to be here.
Right.
Likely.
You can still participate in the discussion, obviously. Also, I know that regardless of how this is going to go down, the ziggurat still has many rooms left. Obviously, many of which I've prepared stuff for. So if you want, I'm more than willing to run the rest of the ziggurat as if right now, like from where we are now, I'm like the ziggurat map is done for now for our purposes, unless you guys go back into it. If you guys want to, after this whole thing is done, I'm more than happy for you guys to
We are
continue
gonna
to
go
run.
back through the ziggurat
Oh,
because
right.
it's a Temple of the Laughlander. We have to
Right.
bring it back up. So either,
Alright, cool.
no matter what we're
Would-
doing, we have to finish the ziggurat.
Woodward's going to personally rise the ziggurat back from the grave if he has to.
All right, sounds good.
I'm gonna say my second point and then first.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say was there was a bit in Colville's video where he was talking about,
I'm
how the party doesn't
Night-night.
surrender.
User disconnected
gonna-
from your channel.
How the party doesn't surrender. They will keep going and trying to be the heroes.
Yeah.
And I guess what held me back here was felt like our party collectively is we're keeping on going, trying to be the hero. And I'm sitting back here from the DM's perspective, looking like from another DM's perspective, rather, sitting here thinking that it's a death march because we're not stopping, and then there's this massive threat at the bottom, and we need to get there. Only the words that I had planned out in my head didn't out as well, but I think I got my point across a little bit more.
All right, so I
don't
know
know.
we don't have strong party cohesion, but if you felt that way as a character, and certainly if you felt that way as a player, you gotta convince the rest of the party that way. If you thought that this, if you like, especially if you're looking at it from
But it's kind of
quote-unquote
like-
another DM's perspective, right? So you're saying that. So just, and I might be getting this wrong, but let's assume I'm getting this right. You're looking at this from my perspective. You're like, okay, Arda clearly is setting us up here that if we continue on, we die. We're supposed to back out and spend some more time preparing or get some allies or something like that. If that's what you think I'm doing, you convince the rest of the party, you talk to them, and you tell them, listen, we should not continue. Now, it's possible that some of the players might say, my character wouldn't back out anyway, even if he knew this was a death march. It's entirely possible. One of your guys is a paladin who might possibly be lawful stupid. We don't know. And honestly, at that's how you felt. As much as it would make life incredibly difficult for your DM, trust me, I know him, you would be completely justified, and if I was a
that's
DM,
how I felt. I know we keep going because now he's bound to this mission
okay.
because of the whole dryad and the wand incident. But I was sitting here thinking I gotta keep going because if I as Kelnoa make a slightly less Kelnoa decision, be like, okay, we need to sit back and think about this a hell of a lot. and the party just keeps going, well, then I'm just sentencing them to death because there's a lot that I bring to the party.
So then,
So-
what I'm gonna have to ask you to do, if that's the decision you're coming to, then think about it as if you're Kelnoa, right? You just said there's let's say there's the two motivations here, right? One is Kelnoa is gonna do it because he now feels bound to it. Fine, so he's gonna go for it. Kelnoa is also gonna do it because if he leaves, the party's gonna die without him. Now, you might feel, and let's even assume Kelnoa felt that, yeah, you know what? We're probably gonna die. They have a slightly less chance of dying with me with them. Well, you're committing yourself to death. Go out with a bang. Yeah, you're gonna go down. You're gonna go down, but you're gonna go down fighting.
Yeah,
You won't take me alive.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's not the plan.
I mean,
though.
ideally they would take him alive, but yeah.
I don't know. More me as a player. I felt like we had suddenly been shunted into this gauntlet full of doom, rather
So that's
than like
on me then.
this
That's
is
on me.
another dungeon. Like, and I might have just psyched myself out because now we're here at the bottom and I see what the setup is, and I'm like, okay, now this makes sense. Now I realize there actually is a chance here. But I spent this entire time coming down here knowing what I do and what other people do as DMs, thinking like there has to be something more that we can find out here. That would make
I
this
guess
less.
try and just talk to me next time and let me know, and maybe there's something I can do about it. I don't honestly know. If
I
there
mean,
is anything
it
I
took
can
me
do
a while
about
to
it, but-
figure out how to formulate my thoughts into words on this one, to be honest. Because
Point is, though, if you're not having fun, let me know, because my job as DM is for you to have fun. Everyone else also.
I didn't have fun. There wasn't a battle this time.
I know. I'm sorry, Kirsten.
I mean,
I'm
there
sorry,
was a
Kirsten.
there was a battle, and then there was a. I decided to overrule the entire plan. We just didn't cast telekinesis
No, it's fine.
because I put my faith in something, and then
I'm
it
being
worked
a
out.
jerk player, okay, Ardev?
You are
Go with
not.
it.
You are justified in your criticism.
No, it's
You
not
didn't have fun.
because I was having fun, okay?
Gosh.
I don't know. This was just it was just a little bit of a conflicting dungeon.
Yeah.
Especially
Although
since
do
I
hope
burnt
next
so
time I
much
play
up
D&D,
front.
there will be an encounter of
Yeah,
attacking.
well, I have a whole adventure planned just for you, basically, and there's supposed to be a lot of combat. I just really screwed up the first session. I'm so ticked at myself. I should have said, oh, this was supposed to be for 4 people.
Yeah, you should have, Arda. That's
really
called
should have.
giving in. You should have.
I hate saying no to people,
Gross
though.
spine, man. Come
I could bow
Arda,
out
that
if you
is
want.
Hey, I hate
I'm
saying
a
no
wuss.
to people.
problem is you hate saying no. That
know,
is
I'm a
your
wuss.
biggest problem.
Do you know what happens when you hate saying no to people? Sandman plays a vampire.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And now he's got to go. He's got to go kill 8 hags to try and keep his vampire in it.
Sounds fair. Ruben.
I could bow out of the other campaign if you want.
No, maybe. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Well, I also have school coming up, like starting Monday. So if you need me to back out as well, just let me know.
From this one, I obviously don't. I
Oh yeah.
really would strongly prefer you do not, because I really like Kiro in this. In the other one, maybe. Whoops.
How do I not suicide charge until that is on?
Well,
Uh,
keep in
you're
mind,
not-
as devoted as your character is, he's not a moron.
Exactly.
He's worth a lot more to Lathander alive than dead.
But I
Which
worth
means he's
nothing if
supposed to
Lathander is
prepare.
dead. I worth nothing if Lathander is dead.
Okay, so that means you care a heck of a lot about this, and that means you are going to focus all your energy. No gold will be any option. No lack of sleep, no lack of energy, no commitments to any family or priests or anything else. You will throw everything away to make this happen. But you're not going to charge in like a barbarian, because you're not a barbarian. You're going to charge in like a paladin. And if your friends give you good advice, you'll listen to it.
I don't know with
Look,
that one.
It's not up to me to tell you how to play your character. It's up to you to play it how you want. But that's how I would see it. Your character at the end of the day does not have an intelligence of 2.
Spanky, we're talking about.
Animals.
Spanky.
That's
I should have TK'd Spanky so many times. Lately insults my god in front of me several times. And it's like, yeah, I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
No, that would actually be really helpful. I've always wanted to hear myself DM. That would be useful for me. Thanks. I'm gonna hate the sound of my own voice. I already know, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
I hate the sound of my voice over the internet. It's so different.
Oh
It's like,
yeah,
okay.
I'm just.
You artist.
YOLO.
Before I pop out, are you curious what's going on in the other campaign right now?
I am.
So, the thing happened with Lila, Sandman's vampire character. And so a series of dreams and strange occurrences happened on their way to finish the first adventure, which they have now. I mean, they kind of barely got out of it, but I mean, you know.
Wait, so what's been going
they
on?
made it out alive. They okay, so they got to the town they've been meaning to go to. And found some mains, which Thanatos killed one with the head of another and checked that off of his bucket list of D&D things, which was great. And they investigated and found some clues that they didn't quite put together, but they found some tracks at a new druid friend, so they were like, oh, that's cool. And they followed the tracks off into the swamp again from the town that they were sent to go secure and figure out what happened. That was the goal of the adventure.
Hold on, I feel like I'm missing something. What? Lila is doing what? Okay. Start from the beginning. My apologies.
Party skipping like the 5 sessions it took them to get the swamp, to get to the town. The party was sent to the stone because a jackal man erupted from the shaman's house and started slaughtering people.
Okay.
It was really bad, and the
shaman's house was in the slums?
No, the continent is like a swamp continent. So, like 2 days to the north is this town that the party is sent to from this other town that they were in. So they get to this, and they find mains in the like the main street of this town. And they kill them, and then they start busting down doors to all these houses, kind of checking the place out, looking for clues. The party finds some clues and another traveling druid friend, which is nice. But they don't quite put the clues together. But they do find footprints. So they follow the footprints, and it leads them to this cave out in the swamp. And they go into the cave and find what appears to be the shaman of this town, crying in this cave over kind of everything that's happened in the town. And the party approaches him and kind of like calms him down. And after he's calmed down, the shaman tells the party that they've been conned. And slowly his head twists around, and he removes his headdress. And on the back of his head is a jackal face.
Creepy.
Yeah, and out of nothing, he summons a shield with the head of one of his victims mounted on it.
Creepy. And
he starts a fight because he's a demon, Kishi demon specific. As the fight ensues, as the fight starts, the druid gets a little bit antsy, and he starts to change form. And suddenly the antler kind of headband that he was wearing, the antlers become a part of his head. And he has claws. And his red hair appears
User
brighter than it
disconnected
used
from your
to.
channel.
He's also a demon. In some way, shape, or form related to the shaman who's now become a demon. So suddenly the party is fighting 2 demons.
Fun for everyone.
Yeah. Oh, so a lot of fighting ensued. The party was level 8, and I would like to say that challenge rating in 5th edition is a little bit busted. Granted, they had a lot of extra power on their side, but that was a challenge rating 18 fight that they won.
Okay.
So that was kind of like it was more of a stress test of how I'm doing things. But yeah, they made it out alive. They killed these demons, and they're picking up next time after having killed these demons. But where they're going next is kind of something that developed while they were traveling to this tent. Lila, Sandman's character, had some strange occurrences of feeling alive again after being a vampire for, a millennia and a half. Ran into some hags in the swamp just before they got town, who apparently lord over this section of the swamp effectively. They're green hag twins, named Greta and Gretchen, and they seemingly knew some stuff about Lila. And long story short, the 2 factions eventually meet, and the party kills one of the hags, and the other one escapes.
User joined
For
your
all
channel.
they know.
What
What ensues afterwards, when they decide to take a long rest after this hard fight, is Lila has a dream. And in this dream, someone's talking to her, and like it's kind of like a lucid dream. She's awake and she's walking around it, and she eventually finds herself before essentially a council of 9 different tall iron chairs. The centermost of them had stepped forward. And Lila found some stuff out about how she actually became a vampire. It's not that the Oracle that she gained her vampireness from is, this all-powerful being. It's that the Oracle made deals with people, and that the Oracle had links so vast that she seemed, this all-powerful being. What made Lila a vampire is linked to this group of hags. And now that one of their sisters is dead, they're kind of out for vengeance. So the lead hag of the Arch Coven, as they are called, has proposed this. There are 9 hourglasses, 1 belonging to every hag, that is linked to the demon blood curse that is within Lila. When they flip the hourglasses over, it's reversing the curse, and Lila has a month to hunt down all of the hags of the Arch Coven and break it.
Why?
Or else she actually dies. The vampirism that's keeping her alive for the last millennia and a half fades.
Why now?
Because the sister, one of the 9 sisters within the Arch Coven, was killed by the party. And they're not fond of that. They don't like that happened.
So what are they gonna? I don't understand how they're doing anything about it.
They're reversing Lila's vampirism as
Okay.
vengeance.
I feel like I'm missing something, but all right. Sounds cool.
It's a thing. So now the party's heading into a whole nother stretch here after kind of the opening adventure of trying to hunt down all the hags and lift binding that the hags have over Lila's vampirism so that she doesn't actually die.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds like
that's
a fun
where that's
adventure.
at. It's gonna go places.
You got 9 hourglasses to go after. A lot of good.
They
lot
have 2
easy
of them.
setups. Oh, 7.
Yeah, they have 2 of them because of the twins and the fact that they,
All right.
they dealt with one of the twins, the other escaped, leaving the house for the party to.
Still, 7-part fetch fuss is not too bad. Not too shabby setup.
Yeah, it's a. Also, I'm not sure if Oni caught it, but there was also kind of a hint to his backstory starting to crop up here soon. Something about Camazotz was said by somebody at some point in the last 6 sessions.
That's cool.
And not like Camazotz as in like the beast Camazotz.
But like what?
Like the a more all-powerful being named Camazotz. Possibly the god and or archdemon of fire and bat. Because that's a thing that exists.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
I don't know.
I really
It's
gotta go to
starting to
sleep.
go.
I have 5 hours to sleep. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
destroyed.
I wish
Good
you
night,
the best of
gentlemen.
luck, sir.
If you think of any critiques, criticisms, or things that you want to see, please let me know as soon as possible.
I mean,
Because
I
I would love
don't
to
have
do that.
anything left to have said about that.
If you think of anything, or you think of anything you want to see, or want to say, or have said, or whatever, anything at all, just PM me or message me that you want to talk to me or something. Because